the now and here. Gaming tales you need to hear. Laugh and shout and sometimes sneer. Memories from all those years. Console wars and secret tips. Tips and tricks from pixel trips. News that pours from gaming sips. Critical minds and candid lips. And Generation X gaming show. Tune in where the thoughts flow. Rant and rave with words that glow. Weekly stories make them go.
Welcome back to another week, another episode of Generation X Gaming, the weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories in the past week, and we rant along the way. I'm your host, 30 and Still Gaming, and joining me each and every single week is Sgt Mclusky. What's going on, bro?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Muy bien? No, muy bien? I don't know. I took 4 years of Spanish and don't know anything. El baño, el papel, and
that's donde está el baño. Where is your bathroom?
Yeah. That, and I know how to say a couple curse words, and that's about it. Welcome back to another week of Generation X Gaming, a weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories of the past week, and we rant along the way. We're live Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on 30 NSG, and also on Twitter. Hello, Twitter. How are you? No one's watching over there, but we can wave over there anyway. If you're over on Twitter, come on over to the YouTube channel, and you can talk and chat where you can't talk over there. And if you want to lurk away. We appreciate you very much. If you'd like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, you can hit that like button. You can hit that subscribe button. You can become a member as low as $5. You can also check out the merch shop down below. Get us some t-shirts, which we're not wearing today. Or you get a cool mug that says no pre-order, no day one, no full price for a half-ass game. Or you can go to the music channel. You go to iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, and listen to some of the music that we've created over there.
You're going to have to put one of those little insert words into the coffee mug, and you have to also add in there, and don't pre-order battle passes.
Yes, little asterisks next to pre-order battle passes. On today's show, Sarge, we are going to be talking about Ubisoft. We're going to be talking about FromSoft, a lot of softs. We're going to talk about some indie shooters. We're going to talk about a kaiju multiplayer game, which looks interesting. Kaiju. We're going to talk about Star Fox. We're going to talk about Nintendo. We're going to talk about Xbox. We're going to talk about Last Flag. We're going to talk about Marathon. We're going to talk about age verification. We're going to talk about Battlefield 6. We're going to talk about Steam or Steam Machine or Steam Controller. We're going to talk about War Dogs. And we're also going to talk about pre-order battle passes on today's show. If you guys like it, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. What's going on, chat? Welcome to another episode. Episode 3. No, it's not 300. It's 400. It's 488. We're 12 episodes, Sarge. 12 episodes from 500. Still don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll subvert people's expectations, and we just won't have a 500th show. We'll just end it on 499.
I don't think I can subvert anybody's expectations. I think pretty much if they see me, they're like, yeah, I know exactly what Sarge is going to do. Like, I would have to do completely everything different, like everything. Because most of the chat knows me at this point.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
I mean, 500 episodes is a lot, and I can't remember. It's a lot.
You should John Walker the 500th show. Yeah, we'll just skip it. We'll just skip the 500th show.
I mean, I don't have to skip it. I don't need the actual day off. I find it very, very intriguing the direction that all the media is going in now with gaming. Like, it's all one direction now. Have you noticed?
Yeah, I have.
Right,
everyone's waking up.
It's fairly recent. Like, if you look at everybody, it's not that way. But the ones that were always the issue are all going in the same direction. Right? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, there's a lot of people that are like waking up from the trance that has been the game industry, like, and they think all of a sudden it's changed. No, it's been like this the entire time. your
But-
viewpoint has changed to what we've been saying.
But the funny part is, all the people that have a change of heart are all now married with children. All of a sudden, it's like
Weird, right?
it's like a veil comes up when you get married and have kids. All of a sudden, you realize how the world actually works.
Well, I think it's more of
Right?
an age than it is getting married, because you're not married, right? I think it's just more age. I think you see the light, you see the stuff, your priorities change, right? And marriage has to do with that. But
Well, sure. Responsibility takes,
Yeah.
and you weigh things out a little bit better. Your frontal lobe's fully developed, right? But it's at the same time, it's how many times can you be stolen from or lied to,
apparently a lot.
and still just keep saying, yeah, I'll do another one of those. Like I don't get it, man.
He has done it through Battlefield 3, 4, 5, 2042.
I-
One was they subverted it.
But I want to make sure everyone understands. Like, I don't need the same game repeated over and over again, like a remake, because that's the only game I like to play. But it's like the people in charge of making a game don't even realize where the game's popularity and fun came from, and they're trying to just make it because they have the name. It's not because you're trying to do anything better or change something fundamental about the mechanics or progress the IP forward. It's you're just trying to make it through the day.
Right.
You're just trying to make a sale. It's the entire creativity of the whole genre of game that you make is being sucked out and replaced with just corporate marketing and
I feel like
buzzwords.
I feel like the people that are in charge of gaming hated gaming when they were growing up, and they want to ruin it for the people that like gaming. That's the way it feels.
No, I don't. I think it's opposite. I think that the gamers now are so ravenous for content because everything's so now that when they don't get what they don't know they want, we'll put that in there,
Okay.
right? They get mad, and then they start screaming into the wind, typing furiously to all these developers about having to off themselves or whatever, all the mean things you could possibly say. And the guys who are vetted are like, I don't even want to put up with this shit anymore. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
because
that's true.
Because let's put it this way. We've been alive long enough now that the guys who are in gaming, the guys who are actually in gaming, a good chunk of them have now reached retirement age from gaming.
Yeah. Tim Kaine, he's Laura Fryer.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like
Mark
when we
Daria.
were kids,
they were
like
making games are
20 and
now
30-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
Right. So now there's this large group in the industry that's basically retiring from gaming, and that's never happened, right? So like this is the first wave of people leaving, and the information and talent that they have might only be in the hands of a few people who actually understand it. And so now you have this other graduating class coming up that doesn't know or understand what they did.
Right, because the developers that are retiring now, they started with a pixel.
Right.
And now the graphics
Before
are what
engines.
they are. Right.
Before engines.
They made what people are doing today, and they went through every single process up until what we see today.
Right.
Where
And a guy who
people that come in
graduates
today-
college,
Yes.
you've got Unreal Engine right now. You just come out of
Right.
college and you go right into Unreal Engine.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that those guys who made their bones, let's just put it that way, they made their bones, like they don't care anymore. Like they don't give a shit what we say, what you think, if the industry crashes, they don't care. They're like, we built this son of a bitch. Like, if you guys want to nuke it, that's fine. We did our stint.
Right.
You guys figure it
They're
out.
happy. They've made their money. They've moved on. I don't know. Well, we'll discuss this more as more things happen, right? All right. Let's get to what we've been playing. I was watching. We actually might watch it tomorrow. Real quick, tomorrow, guys. Morning stream will be at 10, and I have a hard end point at noon. So we're going from 10 to 12. It's going to be a 2-hour morning stream. You guys get the 10 super chats for the week. So I'm doing a morning stream tomorrow. We might watch this interview that I watched today. I posted it in the Discord. It's about War Dogs, right? But we're not going to watch the whole interview. I'm going to fast forward to about halfway through. And we're going to listen to the developer of it, which is the guy who was talking today about his game and stuff. But it's so refreshing. It's so refreshing on him talking candidly about the industry and giving his like insight of what it is. So we'll probably watch that tomorrow on stream. And that starts at 10 o'clock tomorrow, Friday, which we usually don't have Friday streams, but I have a meeting with my son's school tomorrow, so I have to be done by like a little after 12. So end at 12.
In trouble?
No, he's not in trouble. It's the end of the school year. It's like just
it's a verbal report card.
Yeah, well, he's staying in the school.
Where the teacher sits behind a desk like this. A few things to say about your son.
Yeah. So, all right. Another week down, Sarge. What have you been playing?
The mind games, right? Because it's Mother's Day week, so I'm kind of like trying to figure shit out. Gaming wise, let's see. What have I locked onto? Now that I figured out my reward point system, how it works inside my Xbox, which I didn't know it was even there. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know it was there.
Which one?
Every time it came up and says you have points to redeem, I never looked. I didn't give a shit. Like now that I finally know it's there, now I'm like, what do I gotta do to get points? What do I gotta play?
You just let them. You just play.
Yeah, games? I just listen. I basically realized that I was getting 1,000, 1,200 points a week and never claiming them because of just the stuff I was playing normally. And I'm like, can I change this into any kind of money or something?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know. This is.
I told you that. That's how I paid for Crimson
when you
Death.
kept saying that, and I'm like, I don't understand what that is. I don't understand what that is.
I could, sometimes I could literally carry you over, show you the thing. You're like, yeah, it's awesome, and then 5 seconds later, you're like, I don't know. It was a thing.
I don't know how to explain it to you.
Why did you tell me that was a thing?
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it to you, but like gaming for me now is like taking the pills at the old folks' home. Like you don't know what they do, you just know you're supposed to take them, so I just take them. Like I zone out when I game. Like I literally zone out. Like when I play a game,
when you're not gaming,
I just kind of zone out. Right? That's basically what it is. So for me, it takes a lot to get locked in on a game. Like I started a new playthrough for Baldur's Gate 3, right?
Okay.
I played an hour and 10 minutes of the new playthrough because of a class I wanted to build up. And then I lost interest. Like
but how many hours did you put into the game?
I mean, I didn't put like a ridiculous amount of hours. I played with Travis. I played maybe like 30 hours before I played with Travis. I mean, it wasn't like a ridiculous number of hours.
Right, so you probably had about 60, 70 hours in the game.
Yeah, but like normally if you really like a game, you put hundreds of hours into the damn game, bro. Come on. Like tastes change, things change. I get that, but it takes me a while to like lock in on a game. And the reasons why I'm like for instance, like the reason why I play State of Decay 2, like I found something inside the game that I wanted to play, locked in on it, and now I'm playing that again. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like I'm not waiting.
You can eat pizza every day, or you can have
you can't eat pizza every day.
Of course not. That's what I'm saying. You diversify and you go to other games. You don't want to keep playing the same game. Hence why every week when Wednesday rolls around, I'm like, what do you want to play? Because we'll play Star Wars, and maybe we play Star Wars for like 3 weeks in a row, and then we're like, let's play something else, right? Now we're playing State of Decay. Now we played Space Marines, right? Even if we're playing a week apart from each other, I'm like, I still want to play the same thing.
Well, I go through this with myself. Like the reason why I like to play State of Decay because it reminded me of Left 4 Dead, and I really like Left 4 Dead. But the part about State of Decay is if you fuck up, you actually lose your guy.
Yeah,
like the permanent. I can't even speak.
You can't
the permanality of the game. Like you're playing with a good character and you can lose him. Like he's done.
Yeah,
right. And so like it's a little bit more of a nerve-wracking experience when like they tell you have to go here, you have to do this, and like okay, and like you load up and you go there and you're like, this isn't good. Like I'm gonna die. Like I can't call for backup. Like, and then I thought about I could call for backup. Like, I could go to the radio and call for online help. But I don't even know if that button works. I'll be honest with you.
Probably not anymore.
Works?
I mean, it probably does, but
like, what maniac is
one guy?
Yeah,
one
what
guy right now.
In,
yeah, one guy is sitting with his feet up on his desk. He's got the game booted up,
and it says help.
Right, and he's like eating a bag of chips, like he's like waiting for the radar dish for like an alien to communicate with him.
Yeah, it's a real commercial.
And all of a sudden, he's here. Bing. Somebody needs me, and he jumps in. He's like, "What's going on, bro? What's going on, buddy? What's going on?"
But like, do you have to have? Here's my question:
be that one guy that's going to be.
Do you have to have State of Decay on, or when you press the SOS button, does it just send it out to all your friends who have? No. What I'm saying is,
he's got to be in the game.
Okay, but if the person's not in the game, but
he's not going to be playing Call of Duty and then see the message pop up. Somebody you don't know is playing State of Decay 2. Go help him.
But listen to me. When you look at the online list inside the game, it shows you friends who had the game or have the game. That's so I'm not. If I hit help, does it send it out to everybody?
Yeah, no, it's like Helldivers. When you ask for help in Helldivers, it's asking anybody that's playing the game. Be like, oh, I'll go help them.
Yeah, but that could also
random.
But that could be yes, but that could also be
I haven't played the game in 6 years. Sarge needs me.
Yeah, but that could also be.
Hold on a second, Sarge. I got to download it again.
Yeah, but it could also be a trap. Like if you jump into somebody's game, right, and they're in a shitstorm, like stuff is going horribly wrong.
Spawn, like right there.
Yeah, you could be in trouble. Like it could be a trap.
Well, the person that's helping you, he knows what's happening, right? Some random dude's not just taking the invite. He's gonna be like, someone needs help. They pulled a samurai sword guy out. Ready to
real quick for random thought of the minute. What is Roadkill talking about?
Have you seen the barefoot helicopter driver in one of the military games? He's fucking badass.
That is barefoot. That is so random. That is the most random statement ever.
Yeah, I don't even know. What are you
There's not even a lead in. There's not even a lead into that statement.
We're talking about State of Decay and games, and you're coming in. Has anyone seen the barefoot helicopter driver? I've seen a couple of helicopter drivers in military games.
Does he have a wide shot of him in his room?
I don't know if he's barefoot.
And he's barefoot? How the hell? What?
Look, Eclipse knows him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. In Arma. Yeah. Yeah. See, apparently this guy's.
Oh, is that the guy that does the invert helicopter and then spin and land on a dime?
There's some guys, man, that are just. Yeah. We're going to talk about the other game, War Dogs, later, and we could bring this up then. Not when we're talking about State of Decay.
He's barefoot in the game. Okay.
Barefoot in the game. Okay.
Because he can control the helicopter better.
No, but in the game.
I got it. But that's why it's a joke. Because he controls the helicopter better. Okay. It's
sort of like the guy.
He's got finger toes. You know what I'm talking about?
Let me solo her.
You know what I'm talking about? He's got finger toes. You ever seen one of those people got finger toes?
Finger toes?
Yeah, do you ever seen something like that?
Web feet toes.
No, web feet's nothing compared to finger toes. Have you seen those kind of people?
Wait. A foot that looks like a hand?
Well, their toes are really long. Like,
okay.
They're longer than you think normal people.
Perhaps he says Megan Fox. Is Megan Fox a toe hand? A hand toad?
I don't know. It's just
she got toe hands.
Your toes are long.
Water says that sounds horrible. Yeah, I mean, just thinking about it. How long are
I'm not making stuff up. It's real.
She has weird thumbs. I've never looked at her thumbs.
What?
Wait, hold on a second, Krebs.
What anatomy are we looking at about Megan Fox? What are we talking about, bro?
Wait a minute. When I've actually met Megan Fox. We actually met her at a strip club back in the day, right? She wasn't working.
Was she shoeless?
She wasn't working. She was there watching. And she wasn't even famous then. But anyway, no one's looking at Megan Fox's hands or toes. Like, what are we talking about? They didn't get a close up of her toes and hands when she was in Transformers or any other.
I mean, Jason's got different priorities. I don't know what's wrong with the rest of you. You know, he starts low, and then he goes to the arms first. I guess
he goes to toes, fingers,
into the arm,
and then looks at everything.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody's got a thing.
Who's judging? All right, let's get back on track here, shall we? What games have we been playing?
Oh, is that where we are?
That's where
we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still RTS, and I found
Stop. I'm still thinking about the fucking finger toes right now.
You can look it up later.
Jesus Christ.
You can look it up later. So RTS is still playing. I'm in the trenches with RTS, and I found a group of guys that play with Hella Loose.
Oh, like an actual group?
Yes.
How's the group? Are they like?
Well,
like psychopath? Like you got to show up
like closet racist. They're just rating the scream like one of those guys.
Like three times a week. If you don't show up, you're out. Or are they more like
no? It's not a clan. If you don't show up, you're out. Yeah. For the last couple of weeks, I've been putting them into Discord.
I'm not joining a clan like it's a job. Like I got to clock in. All right, it's my shift from 7 to 9. Like I don't want to join something like that.
Yeah, Megan Fox doesn't look like herself anymore.
I mean, I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her.
But we're segueing again. Okay, anyway, right. RTS's Hell Let Loose. And I'm still trying to level up with some characters in Vampire Survivors. Fucking hard, man. They give you the shittiest weapons that you have to level up to maximum in order to unlock a character, and I can't make it, man. I can't make it on some of those levels.
Sarge, I found a picture of Megan Fox. Here's what she looks like now. Are you ready?
Yeah, but it's AI. You can't look at her.
That's what she looks like now. That's Megan Fox.
That's not Megan Fox. No,
that's not her. Does she got finger toes?
It looks like a stuffed head is what it looks like.
I thought that was Megan Fox. That's not Megan Fox? Okay, let's see. Do we have an actual picture?
Well, Dark Taco, you never thought you'd be going down on Megan Fox at all. How about that?
Is this Megan Fox? I can't even tell. Let me see. Okay, that's PG. We can show that. All right. Is that Megan Fox?
Is that her now?
Is that I'm assuming.
Is that her now?
It says present. Yeah.
Oh my God, she looks like she's trying to turn into Demi Moore. What the hell is
November?
happening?
No, that's November of 2024. So.
Oh, she looks worse now. She looks worse than that.
I don't know. I have no idea,
bro. She looks like she's trying to turn into Demi Moore. What?
That could be a movie,
bro. These girls have got to leave themselves alone, man. These hot Hollywood girls have got to leave themselves alone. They just destroying themselves.
What's with the Botox, man? What the hell? All right. We're down the rabbit hole here. All right. Back on gaming. We're not talking about toes, Megan Fox. We're talking about video games.
It's over to you.
Is it my turn?
I've stated my piece.
All right. I've played this last week. We showed off because Star Wars Day was happening. Okay,
which meant nothing.
Which was nothing.
Nothing. Like Fortnite, literally nothing.
Fortnite put on May 1st. They put in a Droid Tycoon, a Galactic Frontline or Galactic War. They put in a Vader like horror game type of thing, escape room type of thing. And I played all of this. Me and my son played it. And I have to say, the Droid Tycoon game in the beginning is pretty addictive, right? You're hitting the thing like we showed last week to tycoon games. So you're tapping the button, basically. You're hitting the thing to get money. You get the money, you get the cards from the sand crawler in the center of the board. And you take those cards and you bring them back to your base. You build the robots. You assign the robot to the actual workstation, okay? And then they make money for you. And then as you start collecting the cards, because there's a collector's book like inside the game, so you're collecting all the commons, all the gold, all the diamond, all the rainbow, right?
Just from pressing one button and slamming a hammer.
Well, I don't even hit the hammer anymore. I'm making billions of dollars from all the droids I have now. Okay, and you keep adding stuff. What I didn't know until like the third day playing, when about maybe 10 hours in, okay, me and my son were waiting for certain cards to come around because you have to do a rebirth. The rebirth is like resetting your base so you get more multipliers, your money resets. It's like going prestige, sort of, right?
Just sounds like a slot machine for children.
It's fun though because you're fighting people while you're doing it and whatnot. It is a game. Like you don't really have to think too hard about the game. It's a brain dead type of game mode. But hold on a second, I gotta. So you're not really thinking. It's just doing the stuff. On the back side of the main building, there's a vendor that I didn't know until about 10 hours in. So I'm waiting for like a card to come around, like a gold card, like 1 in 1,000, 10,000, whatever. I have no idea when it comes out, right? I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I don't know. So I'm going around the board, and all of a sudden I see this vendor, and I'm like, what is this guy? So you can take a card. If you have a common, you can upgrade it to a gold. And if you have a gold, you can upgrade it to a diamond. If you have a diamond, you can upgrade it to a rainbow. There's these little chips that you're going around the board that are around. There's like a little missions that you can go, and you run around, you collect these little coins, and those coins you pay to that vendor, and the vendor upgrades your card. And I'm like, oh, so you don't have to wait for the cards. So that moved the game a little along. That's more grindy than waiting for the fucking card. I'll be honest with you. I would just rather wait for the card than run around the board for 45 minutes. I did it on stream the other day, right? You're running around the board for like 30 minutes collecting 200 coins to then spend them in 30 seconds. And you're like, yeah, no, that's not very entertaining.
That's called engagement.
Yeah. So there's that, right? That's the Droid Tycoon game. Then they have Galactic Frontier, and then they have Front Lines. Now, one of them is made by the official Epic, like, group of people, and you're playing, it's like Battlefront, right? It's a form of Battlefront. But the other one that's called Front Lines is 100% Battlefront, right? They have like 3 or 4 maps done very well. They have Hoth, Tatooine, I think Scarif, and I think one more. I think there's 4 maps. You can upgrade your stuff, upgrade your weapons. You can become a Jedi if you find the little thing. It's sort of like Battlefront 1, where you run across and become the Jedi. And then you can run around with a lightsaber and stuff. And as you level up your character, you're unlocking like force push or force pull or electricity and stuff like that. So there's like a little bit of a grind there. It's actually pretty fun. But the bad part is it's in Fortnite. And it feels like Fortnite, and it doesn't feel like Battlefront, right? But the gunplay feels good for it. I mean, obviously, if you play the Battle Royale. So that's a fun mode. If you play Galactic or called Frontline. Okay, so that's the second tier thing. Then I played the Vader, Escape from Vader. And Vader is basically he's like Jason Voorhees, where he's trying to kill you. Okay, you're on a derelict Star Destroyer. You're a 4-man squad. You could be 1, 2, 3, or 4, but usually it's a 4-man squad. You're inside this dead Star Destroyer, and you're trying to find these cells to power it up again for like whatever the story is. Okay. And when you do it, thank you, Retro Aku. Well, I'll get that in a second. And when you're doing it, there's 2 sides of the ship. One side of the ship has the 2 power cores. And once you put those power cores in, the other side opens up, and then you can go get the other power cores. So you have to kind of coordinate, because if you put one power core in, the door opens up, stormtroopers storm in, and so does Vader. So they have to start running away from Vader. If you coordinate with somebody, you can get both power cores, put them at the exact same time. Then the door opens up for the other side that you can go in there. Once you get all 4 power cores, then you have to get the thing that you're going for, the MacGuffin. Yeah, the MacGuffin that you want to get. Then you grab the MacGuffin, and then you try to escape. It's interesting. It's fun. Like, to get away from Darth Vader, there's like little pipes that you can burst, so like the heat comes through, or you can duck into a vent so he can't get you. And it is, I don't want to say scary, but it is pretty. You're like terrified, because all of a sudden you hear.
I mean, it might be for a kid.
No, absolutely, yeah.
It might be for a small child that Darth Vader is trying to kill him.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. You've gone through a whole lifetime of this stuff. You don't know. You don't care.
So that's the 3 main game modes that they have for Fortnite. Then there's a slew of fan-made or player-made content. A lot of roguelites. Okay. And what these are, one made a board on Tatooine, and it's based on the Mando. So you can make the Mando skin. You run through. He's got the music playing from the Mando, right?
So copyright all over.
Yeah. It's all in Fortnite, so it doesn't matter. So you can play this game, and it's exactly what it is. It's a roguelite. You're running in, you're shooting, you have like bare minimum gun, right? And you go as far as you can, you die, you have some currency, you upgrade your stuff, you go back in, you do it again over and over and over until you wipe.
Past the level.
Until you escape complete the level. Once you complete the level, you get a coin. That coin can be used to upgrade and unlock Jedi or unlock different things. So it's pretty interesting. It's got a nice little hook to it, because you can play by yourself. You can play with 2 people, 3 people, or 4 people. You work as, I like it because you don't have to communicate with people. Like you don't have to talk to them, but you're communicating. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
the point of multiplayer?
Just get through the board faster.
Okay, so this is
can
figure it out for yourself. Don't talk to nobody. Just head down. And let's get it out of here.
Yeah, a lot of people just run in, but what happens is if you let's say I go in first, they're still messing around with stuff. I complete board 1, I complete board 2, I complete board 3. Right? If I'm in board 3 and they complete board 1 and board 2, it resets board 3. So all of a sudden, let's say I'm on the last guy I'm about to kill, and all of a sudden they enter the room, it resets. So now I got to run back and then kill all the guys again. Yeah. What? So you don't want to like screw over somebody if they're ahead of you.
Who programmed that?
Well, these are fan-made things.
That sounds horrible.
Well, that's what it is. So, yeah, I've been playing that. I've been playing Blood Hunt inside of Marvel Rivals. It's the PvE game mode where basically I'm just doing
zombies, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all zombies. It was what it was last year for 3 months. Now they brought it back, but there's 6 characters to use. I'm using Punisher. There's a lot of upgrades, a lot of weapons that you can upgrade.
Did the patch go through where
drop?
Did the patch go through where he has that gun, but now it's not fixed in one position anymore? He can run around with it. I heard there was the patch that went through that the Punisher, when he does his super, instead of it being the turret, and he just stands there shooting.
Oh, yeah. So in the inside Blood Hunt,
he just gets a big gun and he can move now. He's got a big
no. He has the 2 turrets on his thing. This is his ult, but his turret that he puts down inside the Blood Hunt game mode, you can unlock it where it shoots itself. So it's like a secondary gun.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
So you can place the turret down. It just shoots itself.
And you can move around.
Yeah, and you can run around and shoot still. So it's like it's like the robot in Helldivers. It can help you out. It's a fun game mode.
That was good. That was a good build. That was a good build.
For what?
Actually, I was thinking about a different build. Never mind.
So,
well, you're thinking about Helldivers. I'm thinking about the build from the Division, where you had the throwable one and the mobile one. Like, yeah.
That's basically what it is. It's a throwable one that you put on the ground.
Oh, I tried playing Helldivers. It's a nightmare. Did you try it?
No, I haven't played it
the
yet.
last patch. Okay,
Why is it a nightmare?
Well, because you're on the bug planets, right? And so they put a patch in and all these updated bugs, and they just spawn out of the ground and they run like 3 times as fast, and they're on you in seconds, and you can't kill them. And so like you just rage quit. I basically rage quit after like 20 minutes. I'm like,
what level were you on?
Like the norm, like 5, like average, like 5 or 6. Like I need the pinkies.
Right.
I need pinkies. Right. Who wants to play for 20 minutes and get owned, and then you can't survive the level and have to leave? Like, what are we doing? Why?
Yeah, it's not.
Why
it's
are they
not
hard?
right, because it's not a roguelike.
They are literally running straight at you. Like fast. Like, you know how fast the car drives? Like, that speed. He's just running at you. Right? It's almost as bad as the when the curveball happens in State of Decay, when the zombies run faster. Have you ever seen that? That's terrifying.
Yeah.
They're running across the fields like they're on Celsius, right?
Jesse Max says there's a new map in Helldivers 2 as well. Yeah, I haven't played it. Yeah, so those are the games I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite this week, and I got to jump back into Crimson Desert. I didn't even play Windrose this past week.
I wanted to download the Fortnite stuff just to see what the Star Wars stuff was, but
it's fun. You could play with us and your nephew. You could play some Battle Royale with us. Be a 4-man squad. I'll protect my wife.
I don't need to be lectured by an 11-year-old.
Oh, he won't lecture you. He'll help you. He'll put go on my shoulders. Get on my shoulders. Get on my shoulders. Yeah, because you can put shoulders. You can pick it. We did a totem
chicken fights. You guys
no, we did Mr. Muppet. We did Mr. Muppet. He was the bottom. Then I went on top of him, and then my wife went on top of that. So we're all running around, and we're all on top like a totem pole.
Can you shoot when you're out like
that?
Muppet
Man. Yeah, you can shoot. Yeah, Muppet Man. That's what it is. All right, chat. That is what we've been playing, and now it's time for the top stories. All right, so I just spoke of Windrose, right, Sarge? Like a pirate game. Sea of Thieves, pirate game. There was no pirate games, right? There was Atlas that a couple years ago that came out, and it was gone within like a month or two. Okay. We've had Black Flag. Okay. We've had Yakuza where it came out. But now Ubisoft obviously has Skull and Bones, and they're coming back and they're still supporting it. I don't know why, but Ubisoft unveils more Skull and Bones content as player count hits double digits. That's not good, by the way.
Is that an actual?
Yeah, double digits.
No, I'm being serious. Is that an actual title, or is this like an AI made up article?
That's an actual title by Grant Taylor Hill. We folled him before.
No, but he actually says it like
yeah,
double digits. Count hits double digits.
Yeah. You want to see it here? Skull and Bones. We'll do Skull.
It's just harsh, man. It's just harsh.
Steam charts. Let's see what it's at. Live on the air. Yeah, 127. It's low, going in hard.
Yeah.
Right. So Ubisoft has uncovered a bounty of content coming to Skull and Bones, the open world pirating RPG released in February 2024. After 6 delays, the game, which never had great reception, continues to evolve and expand despite the player count on some platforms dropping dangerously close to 2-digit mark. Okay. In Skull and Bones, the pipeline sit new ships, fresh challenges, and even a new major game feature. But some are questioning why Ubisoft bothers to keep this game afloat. No pun intended. Okay. It says Skull and Bones is one of the most storied games ever made. Not all for a good reason. It's dropped in February 2024 after half a dozen delays. Actually, it was more than that. It was 7 delays, right? Well, I guess it says after half a dozen delays. Looking increasingly dire to open world pirate title. When it landed, it received a lackluster review and poor sentiment overall, which also didn't help the game's fortune. Despite that, Ubisoft is still putting out content for the game. In a new post on social media, the team confirmed that it's coming in the near future of Skull and Bones. Here's a roadmap, Sarge. A roadmap for a game that 127 people are playing on Steam. Right? What is it? Double on console? So year 3, season 1, we have a new large ship, the Galleon. We have a new power progression, seasonal mastery tree and perks. We have new challenges and new world tiers. Okay. You got in development for year 3. We have new large ship of junk. We have new large ship of, how do you pronounce that? Flute? F-L-U-Y-T?
Flute, yeah.
Yeah. Faction war update with new factions, new challenges, abysmal depth, and new elite bosses. We got new feature trials. We got new power progression, mod transfer, and equipment sets. Now, I will say this. I was one of the people that was saying, do not buy this game. Do not give them money. Do not pass go. I said this game is going to be shit when it comes out. Now, I don't know if it's good now, but it's 3 years, 2 years, going to 3 years later, right? You can play it on Game Pass right now. Maybe give it a shot. Maybe it's good now because it's been 3 years.
I mean, don't you find it funny though that they're using the coattails of another pirate game who's using them as coattails in order to? They're all using each other for pirate game accessibility. You know what I mean? Like there was no pirate games for a while. Then Sea of Thieves is like, hey, we're gonna make a pirate game, and then Skull and Bones goes, look how not to make a pirate game. And then we talked about it. We said, you know what? I think people really like pirates. I think they're probably going to make one because what was that? Eternium that one was also the pirate game, right? Eternium, the one we played that was an MMO. It was kind of like an MMO.
Oh,
was on console.
You're talking about New World.
Yeah, that was like
you're in the but it's not an actual pirate game. Yeah, you're on the land the entire time.
Yeah, but it's still that kind
start
of
on the
time
ship.
frame. Yeah, time frame.
Yeah. What I like here is the quality of life. We're in year 2 going into year 3. More ships per fleet, leaderboard updates, larger party sizes, improved smuggler pass progression.
Do you even respond to a roadmap anymore? Like, I don't even care, bro.
Yeah, I don't care about any of this.
Like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Video games. I gotta bring it up. Maybe someone out there is interested in this and like, I didn't even know Skull and Bones is still alive. Right?
It's a good game, I'm sure.
Yeah, Dustin likes it. Yeah.
Well, Dustin has a lot of games on file.
It's a good game.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, look, it's good.
Yeah, but okay.
126 other people agree. Right? The max was 2,615 1.8 years ago, at least on Steam. Maybe that's not their big player base.
I mean, Look, I like the pirate genre. I played the old time pirate games, Ancient Underwater, Sid Meier's Pirates.
Our Pirates is awesome. Yeah,
there are pirate games that were kind of they were like few and far between, but at the same time, it's you spending that absurd amount of money on it and then Ubisoft trying to revitalize a dead pirate game when you're trying to release a remake of the one you want people to play, which is Black Flag. Do you understand? Like, you are re-releasing the game that everyone loved, so we could play a pirate game, and then at the same time, you are trying to resuscitate
a game that was supposed to be Black Flag like multiplayer.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't understand.
They worked on a Black Flag multiplayer game for 15 years, 7 delays, put it out, broke, buggy, unfinished, and now they're releasing this summer the remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And they're still pushing this. It makes no sense, but
I mean, wouldn't you want to put everything into Black Flag? Like everything?
Apparently, though, pirate games are hot now. They're hot.
I mean, I can see that. Everyone's got a pirate game, right?
Yeah, so much so that rumor FromSoft could be making a pirate game. Okay. A bold new leak is claiming that the next FromSoft game could be something completely unexpected, potentially giving pirates the spotlight before Duskblood.
I don't even. Why do they chase so hard? Why do they chase so hard, bro? So hard. Like they smell it. It's pirate game time, everybody.
To like.
But I have a really good first-person shooter. Screw your first-person shooter. It's pirate game time.
It's the decade of pirates, right? So now we have this. Windrose is out. We got Black Flag coming out. Skull and Bones is updating. Sea of Thieves is updating. You had one pirate game. Now you have 6 pirate games. So,
right.
Well, potentially 6. Okay. So it says FromSoft has made the name for itself, a developer well-versed to bring dark fantasy worlds to life. Over the years, FromSoft has become known for games like Elden Ring, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Bloodborne, Dark Souls series. As a pioneer of the Souls-like genre, FromSoft projects are known for boasting unique, dark, beautiful worlds. So right now, the leak claims from FromSoft, rumored pirate adventure could release as early as this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
FromSoft's next single-player title.
Also, by the way, Path of Exile and Diablo 4 both are releasing 2 new pirate levels. Just so you know.
All right. Says, first and foremost, we're important to note that the leak originally came from 4chan. Granted, there have been some leaks shared on 4chan that have turned out to be true, but claims as bold as these should be taken with a massive grain of salt.
4chan.
Yeah, the leak is questioned, which is also shared by Reddit user Blue Aladdin and Cursed69420. You always can trust a guy named Cursed69420. Good old 69420 suggests that FromSoft's next game is titled, how do you say that? Cerulean Onslaught is a dark action RPG that could be released before the Duskblood's release date. So there you go. So pirate games are hot, Sarge. They're coming in.
That's it.
They're sailing at you right now.
That's it. I mean, you got to be really, really, really confident to re-release your worst game ever and a remake of a pirate game from, well, how long ago was it? 10 years?
Yeah, it's like 12 years. Yeah, it's
13 years. Looks great. Yeah. Like, you got to be really confident to really and have the brass cojones to hang a to hang a roadmap on it. Like,
yes,
like it's coming.
What is Ubisoft doing that they're like, you know what? Not only are we keeping Skull and Bones going, but we're going to destroy our own Skull and Bones game. Maybe the thought process is
they'll land on some pirate game.
No, we give them Black Flag, and they'll be so excited. They'll be like, you know what? Once we're done with Black Flag,
we'll try Skull and Bones.
We'll try Skull and Bones.
Yeah, but you do realize that Ubisoft is not doing anything different because they told you outright to the public in a meeting that they were not changing anything that they were doing.
Right.
They were doing exactly the same that they were doing before. They said it out loud. It's not a mystery. Nobody's gonna come out with a story about how Ubisoft changed direction because they told you straight to your face that we are doing the exact same thing that we were doing. We're just doing it with 4 teams now. Oh wait, what was 5 teams? 5 teams. What now? It's 4 teams.
Well, no, wasn't this they were 15 teams? 15 teams.
No. They go back and look at the article. They reworked. They divided into 5 teams, and they destroyed one of them just recently and they're down to 4.
I think you're confusing that with EA.
No, that was Ubisoft.
Last week, we talked about a story that the guys that were working on Skull and Bones are now working on Black Flag, and Black Flag has 15 studios working on it.
15 studios?
15 studios.
I'm talking about when they talked about their 5 teams that they restructured and they made 5 teams that were making different games. And we were told that one of them failed and they got fired, and now there's only 4 left. That's basically where we are now.
It's so hard to distinguish what you're talking about because EA had 5 teams working on Battlefield, 6, and then they fired one of the studios or closed one of the studios down. Now there's only 4 studios.
I don't think they fired them. I think their contract ended.
They closed the studio. They literally closed the studio down.
Well, that contract ended.
They owned the studio. There was no contract. They closed it down.
It's a contract. Nobody's getting fired anymore. They're being left to roam free in the industry.
Right, as Tim Sweeney
in the market.
We're not.
In the market.
I'm releasing them like a flock of birds to the. All right, let's go with. I got to talk about. Let's talk about Marathon because then it goes into. Yeah, let's talk about Marathon. All right, so Marathon. We just watched the video today. If you guys missed it, go check out that morning show, The Daily Grind, which happens Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. Bonus show tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Marathon is just not math is not mathing over there, right? There's just the player base is going down. It's costing them way too much money. They don't know how long is it going to last. People got to get let go. Someone's got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? But don't let Marathon fool you, right? Because Marathon director says team has years-long plans for story.
Screenshot that, dude. Screenshot.
I don't have to screenshot it. We're doing a live stream. It's there.
No, screenshot that.
Okay. That. So Marathon director says the team has years. You could say, like, I have years more in me that I could do more podcasts, but I could get hit by a car tomorrow, right? You know what I'm saying? And the plan's the plan until it's not the plan. And they have stories, but we don't know if they'll ever make it. They might not even make it at the end of this year, Sarge. Right?
Well, so that we already discussed. We already told you that.
So Marathon Extraction Shooter was published by Bungie and released on March 2026. Okay. The game is playable by PlayStation. I don't care about that. Marathon dev stories will evolve over the years. During a recent interview with Games Radar, Marathon creative director Julian Nardin was asked how the extraction shooter genre will evolve the multiplayer gaming landscape. Nardin admit that the team knows where they want to take the story in the near future, but they have to remain flexible because that part of the magic of a live service title allows players wishes and tends to shape the game's future. So now they're like floating around. They're like, we could tell a good story, but we're going to let the players decide what the story is and we'll write it as we go. Like it's your choose your own adventure. Only the game is switched where the players are the creators and the writers have to wait for them to create what they need to write. Right?
Well, the spot that Bungie's in right now is that they have to come up with something before June that will get people to want to purchase the game. Right? That's the whole ploy here. Right? You have to get new people to want to purchase the game. And if you don't come up with something to purchase the game, like I get the 13,000 people that are playing it, they love the game. That's cool. But in order for Bungie to justify putting more money into it, they have to find a way to get more people to purchase the game. And I don't think you're going to find them because the people that did buy it are there. The 88,000, they bought it or played it, whichever way you want to call it. And then they decided to play something else. They cannot find a way to hang on to a player base for a game that they need to have for them to spend in game. The market is too competitive and they're spending too much money on these games to gamble on trying to find the 100,000 people that want to stay inside your game. This is just where we are. So now I'm sure that people will like to they'll like the game, but there's no way. And I mean this, there's no way that this game lasts for years.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not lasting for years. But then again, let me compare something here for a second. We just talked about Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones is now going to year 3. There's 127 people playing that game. Now, I get it. It's not PvP oriented, so you don't need to have PvP and like live service. Like it is a live service game. It is an online game. You can play online. There's other people in the thing. They're keeping that game afloat with 127 people, max 2,000 people on Steam. Do we see a situation like that where Marathon is just like a Skull and Bones, where Sony just keeps it alive just because? You know what I mean? How does Skull and Bones keep 127 people and they're still paying the servers? They're still paying for the stuff. Again, this is a competitive game. This is an extraction compared to the open world pirate game, but it's the same thing. It's a gigantic game, hemorrhaging money, and yet Ubisoft's like, yeah, we'll keep it open. Does Sony do the same thing with Marathon?
I after watching as many layoffs as you've watched and the reasons why they laid them off, do you actually believe that these companies are going to allow a game to siphon more money out of their pocket for no reason at all? The crux of the argument is going to be this. Chat and you have had the argument back and forth about single player games or live service games. And we now know with certainty that there are not enough players in the current market on the current generation of system that can float multiple live service games. Just can't. So the only way you need to make money, I know it's hard for them to say it, is to actually make the game that's single player and sell it. So they buy it, they play it, they finish it or may not finish it, and they move on to the next game. Like, that's the business model. That's where they need to be. Like, if you want to gamble on one of these types of games, like a live service game, then I guess your entire division picks one game to do it. Like, right. Sony picks one, and then that's it. You don't get to have like 2 or 3 moving. Like every team gets one live service that they can gamble with, and everybody else just gets to make single player games. Because otherwise, you're not. It must be so nice to have enough mobile market influence that you guys can be pissing away this much money on AAA titles,
quadruple A for
and still survive. It must be amazing to make that much money and just piss it into the wind, because that's the only way that these guys are surviving.
Kingard says, I'm 100% certain a term of their Singapore funding was employment for a set amount of time. XDefiant closed less than a year with better numbers. That is true. Exactly. Right? Because there was a government grant for Skull and Bones, but it is crazy that 127 people and they're like, yeah, we'll keep it open. Meanwhile, Marathon's hemorrhaging players. Okay.
Well, it's not.
And well, they are.
It's not hemorrhaging. It's a steady decline.
Well, it's hemorrhaging for a PvP. You need people to play. Otherwise, you get bored in the servers.
Yeah, but right now it's kind of hovered around 13,000. This is where it is. Like, this
sure,
is the number.
The lower the every day here, like every day.
This is the number. This might be the number.
Lower, right? The peak for the lowest point is getting lower. Forget this one. This is on Tuesday. That's the reset. Okay, it just keeps getting lower and lower, smaller and smaller.
Yeah, but don't forget that these are the same people that play Destiny. They have to go back and forth, man. These are the same players that play Destiny. It's the same people, right? It's the same. We know it's the same people.
Yeah, they were at 6,000 a week ago, and now their lowest is under 4,000. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with Marathon, but I think you said 90 days. Yep. I think it'll close before the year's over. Like, it won't last. It'll end till the end of the year, is what I said. Not a full 12 months. It'll last till the end of the year. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the reset. When everyone has to reset, okay? And what happens? Actually, I forgot to bring this up. There was a chart. Krebsy, if I can ask you a favor, can you find real fast, because I have so many tabs open on my computer, I don't want to like destroy the stream. Can you find the Sony came out with the most played games list? If you could find that for me. Marathon wasn't on that list, right? Marathon wasn't on any list, but yet they told us that it was the best-selling game or the most played game in the month of May in the United States or whatever, right? But they didn't make any of the list. So there's that. Close that down. Next story. Let's change it up a little bit here. Let's talk about this. Came across my feed inside Twitter. Okay, this is not. I don't even know what this game is. Okay, it's. I found it. Thank you very much, Krubsy. Can I click on that? I can't click on that. Let me. No, I can't click on that. Can you put that in the Discord?
I can't move.
I can't click on it.
Avengers, continue.
Thank you. All right, so we're.
You know what I think they might come out with? That might be kind of cool because there's enough characters to play it. I think it'd be interesting if, and I know this is reaching into left field now. I think that with the Marvel IP, that you can make a MOBA pretty cool.
Oh, for sure. So this is the list. It says it's time to see the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PlayStation, and PlayStation or PSVR 2 and free-to-play games topped last month's download charts in April. Pragmatica lands in the top 3 for the U.S. charts, while Little Nightmares VR Altered Echoes debuted on the PlayStation VR 2 charts, and NTE made an appearance on the free-to-play. Check out the full list below. Now, remember, Sorcana told us last week that Marathon was number 4 on the list for the month of April. Right? That's what they said. But you look at the PlayStation 5 games. Okay, let me make it nice and small for you guys. Right? In the US and Canada, MLB The Show is number 1. Then Pragmatica. Then Crimson Desert. Then NBA 2K26. Then Starfield. Content Warning. Grand Theft Auto 5. Mouse PI for Hire. Minecraft. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Soros. Hades 2. EA Sports FC 26, Arc Raiders, EA Sports Madden NFL 26, WWE 2K 26, Resident Evil 4, Ready or Not, Invincible, and Resident Evil Requiem.
Yeah, but right? they fudged the numbers. It wasn't the actual selling. It was a player count or something. It wasn't number 4 because of actual sales, bro.
Digital, yeah.
No,
that's what Circana said. Now,
I'm telling you, read the article. They told you between digital and I saw the little asterisk and everything.
But it said PlayStation.
It was handpicked nonsense.
In the US, digital copies were number 4. Well, according to this is the most month downloaded charts, meaning that the chart for Marathon now everyone bought physical. Is that what you're telling me here? More people bought physical than the actual digital. Come on now, right? No. So the EU. Keep scrolling. Right? I don't see it. Do we see Marathon on this? Fucking The Witcher 3 Wild Hunts on this list. 13-year-old game. Right? Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It was hand-selected nonsense that they put that on the list.
That's why I don't like Circana. Right? Here's PlayStation 4 games. Obviously, it's not going to be there because it's not on the PlayStation 4. But look what number 1 is for most downloaded games. Right? We have Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay. Is Grand Theft Auto on this list? Yeah, Grand Theft Auto is down here on like number 10 or whatever. Let's have a little sidebar conversation here about Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out. There's so many people that still play Grand Theft Auto 5 on PlayStation 4 and Xbox Ones, okay, that they're playing online right now. What's going to make these people leave to go buy a $900 system so they can play Grand Theft Auto 6? When they are so invested inside of Grand Theft Auto 5 itself.
I mean, this is a discussion we've had multiple times. I'm still trying to figure out the people that have played Grand Theft Auto 5 for that long, that what do they do with all the stuff that they bought that they can't, you know what I mean? Like you have to start over.
If they could buy Grand Theft Auto 6 in the old systems, they would, but they can't. So they have to pay $900 now.
I mean, I don't really see that happening.
Grand Theft Auto.
You can't have people on the internet screaming how they can't survive, they can't live, they can't buy food, they can't support their kids. Like they're just constant people screaming in their cars. The economy sucks, everything else, and then tell me you're going to go out and buy a $900 system for an $80 game because you need to. Like it's not going to happen. You will play what you have.
Right.
You'll play what you have until the day comes that you can get it.
Which could be years down the road.
Could be.
Right.
It's years now. They haven't changed over.
So this morning's show, right, we were having a conversation about the numbers for Marathon. And Kylo Green, I don't know if he's here. He says, I got the code. I got a code for the game. I was like, oh, how'd you get the code? He's like, oh, I had a friend at Naughty Dog because he works for Sony. Supposedly they get like 3 codes per whatever, right?
Yeah.
To give out to people. So he got a code for free. Then Real Kraken also got a code for free because he got a code for free because he was watching Azzacross. I got the code for free. So I'm thinking to myself, this morning's show, I had 20 people. Only 20 people that were live. 2 of the 20 got free codes for Marathon. What is the likelihood, Sarge, that way more people got free codes for Marathon and they didn't actually sell 1.2 million copies? Because obviously they count as it as a sale, regardless they give it out to employees and stuff, right? Because that's part of the marketing, but it's also part of the sales type of thing. Movie industry does this all the time. They buy the tickets, they give them to radio stations, right? Because it's a write-off. They give it to the radio stations. The radio stations give out the prize, and yet it counts as a sale to go see the movie. What are the odds that 2 people in my small channel got free codes? How many other people got free codes for this game? Is the 88,000
I said
really truly people that paid for the game?
Yeah, but I said it earlier today when I was watching the show. I said that a lot of people in your chat are in the know. They have connections, so it's possible that the guys in your chat would get free codes because they're that kind of gamers. They know people, they'll get a code.
Yeah, but come on.
But you're just assuming because you have a small channel and a lot of people in your channel had codes.
I'm doing
could be a lot of codes.
No, I'm doing what the industry does when they we surveyed 10 people and 10 million people don't have, like, they're like, if I did a survey, how many people got free codes, and 2 of the 20 people in my chat be like, well, that's a hell of a percentage there, isn't it? That's crazy.
Yeah, Eric, but if you were on an old system, would you spend $900 to get an $80 game because it just comes out right now? You've been waiting 15 years for it. You can't wait another year. When prices readjust, you have to get it. You'll spend $900 to get it. Yeah, would you?
You've been waiting 15 years. Why can't you wait 16? Why can't you wait 17?
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Like, you're like, right? Like, give it to me. I've been waiting 15 years. I need to buy it now. $900. That's slam. And they put it on the thing. Like, they waited this long. They're numb. They're just yeah.
I hear if you give plasma, it's expensive. I mean, I'm sure you could offset the cost, But I would never buy a system for $900 that I know is overpriced for.
Right, they just
an $80 game.
Raised the price for PlayStation. They just raised the price for Xbox. Yeah. Right. It says there'll be a metric shit ton of people that will buy a console for GTA 6. I got probably 1,000 hours in GTA Online. I get that, Eric, but at the same time, the console that it came out on, which is the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, and then the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, and then the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S and X, it's been on the same. It's been on 3 platforms across the spectrum. 58% of the people didn't leave PlayStation 4 to move to PlayStation 5 yet, 5 years into the cycle, because nothing. Spider-Man, God of War, Last of Us, Astrobot, Yote, nothing switched them over. They're like, nah, nothing's worth it. I understand Grand Theft Auto. I'm on record saying it'll be pre-order sales, day 1, month 1, week 1, year 1. It's going to break all records. I agree with you there. This is also before Xbox and Sony raised the price by $150, $200, right? So I don't know, man. I don't see people looking at it and going, yeah, I was going to buy it when it was $500, and now I'm really going to buy it when it's $700 or $800. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. They didn't buy it up to this point because they didn't have $500. Now you're asking them to pay $800, $900.
And now you have it. And now you have it.
Like, it makes no sense to me. A lot of people will not buy it because they don't have the money now. They had the money waiting for the game, and now the game's going to come out and they don't have the money now. I
still think that it's going to be a shock to see if they only release it for the new system or not. I don't think they can.
They're not putting it for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. There's no fucking way. There's no way. You're gonna have a cyberpunk. You're gonna have a cyberpunk problem all over again. You're like, yeah, it's on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox. You turn it on, it's be like,
Yeah, but if it's
This is gonna lock.
but if it's cloud, yeah, I'm telling you, they'll do it.
Oh my god! You know what? Please do it. Please do it. I would love to talk about that when it comes out.
Listen, if Cyberpunk, which doesn't have half the people that know GTA 5, they dealt with it. You destroyed Cyberpunk when it came out, and they were completely fine with it. You did it to that group of people. You don't think you would do it to this group, and they just, yeah, I'm here for it. They'll patch it, no problem. I'm playing GTA 6. They'll patch it, no problem. I mean, I think it's the same.
We already knew that, though, Jason. They've had the marketing rights for Grand Theft Auto for all Grand Theft Autos, or the last 3 Grand Theft Autos anyway. Wolverine says, Sarge, to Mike's point, Bungie shoved copies down viewers of Destiny's content creators' throats and tried to count it as sales. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't even think they made 1.2 million sales. I bet you they only made about 900,000 sales. And I bet you they gave away
200,000 codes, you think?
Sure. Easy.
Really?
Yeah. Easy.
Well, I will be happy to be wrong that when GTA 6 comes out, that sales of hardware goes up just because of GTA to pay for a $900 system.
Yeah. Eric, I'm not disagreeing with you
I will
sell.
happily be wrong on that one.
Wolverine says Cross was given like 50 a day. Okay. For like the first week. That's 250 right there. Right. Where is it? Yeah. When it officially announces, again, I've been on record saying pre-order sales will be the number one. It's going to beat Cyberpunk. It's going to beat day 1 sales. It's going to be week 1 sales, month 1 sales. I don't disagree with you there. Right. But it could do that with just the player base that's already on that has PlayStation and Xbox right now. Right now, the people coming over from Xbox One and PlayStation, they're broke. They didn't have money to buy the systems now before they went up in price.
Yeah.
Now you think they're going to pay, and we don't even know the price of Grand Theft Auto 6 yet.
But wait, maybe everybody thought the same thing I did.
There's more.
No, but what I'm saying is maybe they thought that there was nothing coming out for the system. That's why they didn't get it. Like, I didn't buy the new system when it first came out. I didn't want to buy it because there was nothing out. And to this day, I'm still waiting for what's the game I need an Xbox Series X for. What was the game? Right? I don't remember them making one. So if you're looking at it as a game attached to a system, why I bought the system and GTA 6 is it, I will happily be wrong to have a bunch of people buy hardware that's 35% more than it was before for a game. I want to see it. I'll be happy to be wrong. But I don't know, man.
Another thing is that if they're only on the new system and it's not coming out PC day 1, that's going to hurt Rockstar as well. Because they're missing out on all PC guys that want to play.
Yeah, but do you think
a PC guy's going to buy?
No.
He doesn't own a console. You think he's going to go out and buy one?
No. What I'm saying is, with all the argument going on right now with day and date, do you think they would release it on PC?
I mean, I think it would be smart for them.
See, I think Rockstar, depending on how concerned they are by the amount of money they spent on this, I think in the business world that I would release this one on day and date on purpose because you'd want to sell as many as possible.
Sure, because if it's just on
I don't think you can play this game where you're going to wait a year.
Yeah, let's say there's 95, 97 million PlayStations out there, right? They have the marketing rights. Let's say they even do a bundle. Let's say they do a PlayStation bundle. Okay,
even better,
right? $800, you get the game, 900, whatever it is, right?
Yep.
They're going to sell, let's say, 5 million more units. So that 95, they'll get 100 million units, right? That's 5 million units. That's a lot of fucking people buying a console just for one game. 5 million units.
Well, you're being generous, so I don't think it'll be that high, but okay.
Yeah, well, okay. There's only 28 million Xboxes out there, right? Not everyone's going to buy it that has an Xbox. Let's just say an additional 2 million, half of what the PlayStation buys. So 2 more million people buy an Xbox so they can play Grand Theft Auto on day and date, okay? Great. You have 7 million there. That's already earth-shattering. That's already surpassed Cyberpunk pre-orders and stuff because they bought a new system and they got the game, right? So now you're at 7 million there, and then everybody else that already owns a system. What percent of the 95 million people that own a PlayStation right now are going to buy Grand Theft Auto day one? Another 7 million of the 95 million? Do you think it's 10? Do you think it's 12? I don't think it's that much. I think it's like 7 million, 5 to 7 million, right? And I'm giving them an extra 5 million of brand new people coming in. So that's 12 million units just on PlayStation, which is shattering record, right? Then you get Xbox. Let's say it's 14, 15, 18 million, already record breaking for day one across the board. That's no PC. No PC. Now, where do you grow from there? Because the people that want it got it, and now it's not anywhere else. They said they're going to make 41. They said in a paper they were expecting 40 million sales the first year.
That's insane.
That's before the console prices went up in price, though. By the way,
that's insane. Well, this is why I think there's some kind of game that they're playing right now. I really do think cloud gaming is going to be an issue with this game. Like, they want it to be a thing because they need to have the people who don't have the latest and greatest to play it. And if I can just stream the game,
right? That's the big thing right there. Water. If the console was $350 like it was back in the day when the last Grand Theft Auto came out,
no problem. 400, no problem. 500,
easy.
No problem. Easy.
But you're asking for double of what they paid for the last time a Grand Theft Auto came out. That's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna say they're not gonna do it. If a game could do it, Grand Theft Auto could do it, but it's gonna be a hard sell for a lot of people to buy a brand new system. But we'll see.
I definitely want to see this one. I'm glad I'm gonna be around for this one.
Well, switching gears completely. I found this on Twitter. Okay, this is it says WTF, a new 32-man multiplayer game where you fight a kaiju. Okay, it says action game. Beastlink.
So we don't say monsters anymore. It's kaiju is the new name. Yeah. Is that what it is?
So where you defend a city from a massive kaiju. It's also been announced with a multiplayer for up to 32 players, now accepting participants for a playtest. Defeat a giant beast, then wreak utter destruction using firearms, helicopters, tanks. Acquire to transform yourself into a kaiju, unleashing a serum. To unlock yourself as a kaiju, unleashing epic kaiju battles. So let's watch a little bit of this.
Yeah, but if there's 32 people in the game, only one of them can find the serum to become a kaiju.
I guess.
You know what I mean? Or do multiple people find the? Listen, the thing here is going to be the resolution and the destruction of the environment is going to be key for this kind of game.
Do you know what this kind of reminds me of? Again, this is
3 games combined. You know what games they are?
Yeah, this is Evolve.
Evolve, yeah.
This is Earth Defense Force.
Good. Earth Defense Force.
And I'm gonna say Champions. Is that what that game was called? The monster battle. The
which system? Which system was it on?
I want to say it was the original Super NES.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I forget. King of Monsters.
That's it. King of Monsters.
King of Monsters. Yeah. So this is the baby of those 3 games. I'm interested.
Okay.
Because I played all those games. I'm interested.
Do you know what I'm getting kind of vibes off of this? And I don't want it to fail or anything like that, but I'm getting the Kingmaker vibe off of this.
Which one was Kingmaker?
Kingmaker is where you went up against 1,000 guys on the screen, and it was like a co-op thing where you could bring a tank or a helicopter against we haven't heard anything about that game since it was supposed to come out last year, and then they went quiet.
Are these people? Is it the same people?
No. I don't know if there's the people. I look at this and I'm like, I feel like obviously beta testing going on, right? It begins on May 8th, but it just feels. I mean, I dig the concept. I do. I think this is cool.
No, I get it, but just go with the flow. 32 people.
Yep.
We're fighting against a monster.
Yep.
Now, at
Fortnite
some point,
did this a little bit when you went up against Godzilla.
We have a currency. At some point, we have a currency because I have to be able to buy a tank or a helicopter or something to help fight it. Right?
Something. Yeah.
So I have to have some kind of point system.
Bullet, yeah.
I have to have some kind of point system. Otherwise, everybody would just spawn in with the tanks, right? So 32 people versus the giant monster, and then at some point during the game you playing, you find a serum or put together a serum that you can actually
become a kaiju.
You become a kaiju. So now there's 32 people. Like, is everyone fighting for the right to be that guy?
Maybe.
And if you die, are you out of that? Are you out of that game?
Yeah,
or
you're
do you come
probably
back
out,
in?
and then someone else could do the serum. You know what I mean? It's almost like when you played Battlefront back in the day. When you grab the coin, you could become a Jedi until you died, and then someone else could grab the coin when it. I don't know. Seems interesting, right? It seems interesting. Sign up for the closed beta. So if you guys are interested, play beastlink.com. Go check it out. Don't know if it's good or bad. It's interesting. It looks cool. I mean, I'll be honest. This is what I thought Arc Raiders was going to be when it first came out. Like, going against the big robot mechs and stuff like that. And everyone was in teams. Right? If this is just plain and simple, shoot kaiju, kill kaiju, win, it'll be boring. But if there's like leveling up, buying stuff, doing a whole bunch of other things there.
I mean, I like the premise.
Yeah.
Resolution and game mechanics is going to be key to keep you in, though. If it looks too janky, or if the instruction is not good, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, if it looks like Crackdown 3, then no.
Hero says, I would stay away from that purple color. Yeah, the purple color is like Dragon Age Veilguard and all those other ones. I kept using that purple.
Well, the purple color is because of the kaiju shit, right?
So there's that. Let's talk about Nintendo, right? So Nintendo did a direct yesterday. The internet reacts to the Star Fox new. I did a little joke earlier with Megan Fox. So there is... the internet reacts to. Oh, and real quick, Aku, thank you very much. It says, has Sarge seen Fox Meth Cloud instead of McCloud? This is Meth Cloud right here. So that's why I held that.
It looks like a dude wearing a mask.
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Aku.
It looks like a dude wearing a furry mask is what it looks like.
To me, it looks like they killed a fox, brought it to a taxidermist, stuffed the fox, and then they're like, use this as your sample. And that's what they did. They took a dead fox that's been stuffed, and they're like, yeah, let's make it that, right? It looks so weird. Look, Nintendo, by the way, this is a remake of a remake. Right? This is the third time they've done a remake of Star Fox. And they're just telling the story again, but now it's on the Switch too. And the graphics, it looks great. It does look great. I don't know, though, if I would love if they did a game like this. You see how this animation style is like this?
Yeah, it looks like Dragon's Lair.
This right here is from the Mario movie when he tells his story. It does like a flashback, and it does into this animation style, which is a different animation style than what the movie of Mario
you know what it looks like? You know what it looks like? I just thought of it now. It's just the Fox version of Howard the Duck.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Howard the Duck was a cheesy movie, that kind of costume. This is the Fox version of Howard the Duck.
This does look like a Howard the Duck type of thing, even though Howard the Duck was a real, like in a live action movie. This is still a video game, right? But I'm surprised they didn't go with something like this. I think this would have been huge. Look, I think Star Fox is one of those franchises that they could really do something with. They could have a Saturday morning cartoon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They could sell the toys. They could do this. They could link it with the game. They can link it with a movie. They should be doing this. This is what they should be doing.
You know what they could do? They could do an augmented reality for kids on their iPads. They could run around their house, destroying fighters and stuff.
You're the fighter. Yeah.
There's a lot of possibilities with this.
They could do something really cool with Star Fox. Instead,
I personally want, right? I say that because I personally want an augmented reality on my phone that I'm outside hunting zombies. Right?
Have you seen the Chopper Eric? They show all the characters they've done.
You know how people play Pokemon? They play Pokemon on their phones. They augmented reality. I want a zombie game where like I'm in my own movie, but only you see it through the phone. I think that'd be insane, dude. That'd be insane. You'd be running around at night hunting zombies out in your fucking yard and shit. That'd be fire, bro.
It
would be fire.
It wears off pretty fast. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
yeah, but you make it sound like it's boring, but like at least you're
it is boring. No, it is boring after a while.
But if the graphics are done correct, it would look cool. You play video games for hours. You're sitting on a couch, right?
I'll show you some VR stuff or AR stuff when I see you this weekend.
I know. Here we go.
Yeah, it's cool. No, they have AR stuff like
all the things that they have today. You think they can't
RC
improve
cars
it?
And stuff?
They can't improve it? Come on, they can improve it.
Look, they have RC cars. It's fun, but it's fun for like minutes, right?
It's not like playing an Atari game. It's not minutes.
It is. It's not. It's not good because they're just scratching the surface with it. So it's
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're just scratching the surface. So it's not flushed out very well. It's cool.
I get it,
but it's not great.
I didn't say it was ready to go out of the.
Should be.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
So, chat. Who's excited for Star Fox? Right. I mean, everyone thinks that Star Fox is going to sell like hotcakes.
I don't even think the guys in chat were old enough to remember Star Fox. What the hell he is?
Star Fox has never sold very well. The only reason it sold well on the N64, there was nothing competing. There was nothing like it back then. Right? There was nothing like it back then. There was no competition.
So it did decent.
Yeah. It did fantastic. It did like 5 million sales. But since then, the highest was like 1 million sales. They only have 17 million Switches out there right now. It's only for the Switch 2. It comes out in June. Okay. This might sell 2 million copies. Might. And I'm being very lenient. I think maybe earlier this morning we were talking about it. It might sell 1.4. It might sell 1 million. Okay. I don't think this sells very well. If it was a brand new Star Fox, I think people would sell 5-7 million copies. But it's a
remake.
It's a remake. Yeah. And I don't think it sells very well. Yeah. Star Fox does meth. That's right. So.
I mean, it was okay. Star Fox was okay. It was a good game he's correct. Star Fox was a great game at the time it came out.
Yeah.
Where we are now, where we sit in front with games.
There's so many games that have come out.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, there's so many games coming out.
Plus the fact that I don't think Nintendo babied Star Fox enough over the years to make him a prime character like everything else that they've made a prime character.
No, my son knows him because of Smash Brothers, not because of his standalone game. He knows of him.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah,
Nintendo has not babied Star Fox enough to put him into the primary role, as like everybody else is. He's not in the same category. I think they might be trying to bring him up into a primary role, but I don't think the market's there for Star Fox. Well, when's the game supposed to come out? When's the remake coming out?
June. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. We'll get to watch Star Fox and the downfall of Bungie. It'll be perfect. What a great month. It'll be D-Day. Let it be on June 6th.
So
let it be on June 6th.
Nintendo, and you're right. Nintendo fans will buy anything. The number one selling game right now on Nintendo Switch 2 is Mario Kart World. Okay. It sold 14.2 million copies.
That's a lot.
Out of 17.4 million actual people that bought a Switch. Now, obviously, there was a bundle. Okay. But that conversion ratio is insanity. Do you understand? 14 million of 17 million that own a console all have the Mario Kart. The next game after that is Donkey Kong at 4 million. Okay. Donkey Kong at 4 million. Star Fox is not coming anywhere close to Donkey Kong. It comes in at like 1 million, maybe 1.5, maybe 2. Okay. I don't see it doing 4, 5, 6, 7 million for a remake where most people are like, nah, I played it. And most people are like, I don't even know who Star Fox is. Now, the gameplay that they showed, it looks great. It does. It looks good. Besides, the taxidermist meth head McCloud. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when it comes out. I just don't think it's going to sell that well because a lot of people don't even know who the fuck it is. It is cool, though. There is a co-op. You can friend share it with the old systems. You can only buy it for the Switch 2, but you can only share it. You could play it on the Switch 1. You can play it on the Switch Lite and the OLED as well. So all the old Switches can play it, but you have to have a Switch 2 to access it. but you can have like we have an old Switch and a new Switch. So if my son wanted to play it, I could use the old Switch. He can share it with me, and I can play it. So that's nice. They have a couple things that they do, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But here's some bad news, right? Nintendo's been being pressured, Sarge. They're being pressured because they have to raise the price of the Switch 2. They have to.
That's the bullshit.
They're already making money. They've already sold the most sales of any console to this date ever for any console, but they have to raise prices because the investors.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Right, it says
when has shareholders controlled anything about a company? Please.
Yeah, it says in a new report, Bloomberg investors in the company are worried that the latest Nintendo console is deeply unprofitable. It's very profitable. I don't know what they're talking about.
Not for nothing. Do the shareholders remember when all hardware was not profitable?
Yeah,
and
all of
everybody
it
made
was
money
not
off
profitable.
All of it was not profitable.
Was the only,
but nobody cared.
Thing.
Nobody cared back then when hardware was not profitable at all. Nobody complained. But now, after a 40% increase in margins, now it's a problem. Now we got to put. I'm going to talk Nintendo into raising prices. Oh, fuck out of my face, man.
It says this comes while global component prices continue to rise due to AI and data centers. It's always something, isn't it, Sarge? It's also despite the fact that Switch 2 is selling faster than not only the original version, but any other home game machine in history. It's the best-selling game system in history. And they're like, I don't know
because it's affordable.
I don't know.
Affordable.
I don't know if it's profitable. Right.
It's affordable.
But why push the increased prices? In the word, it says stocks.
Yeah.
Over the last 6 months, Nintendo stock prices have fallen 45%. Stock prices rose quickly around the launch of the Switch 2.
Because your games are $80. That's why your stock dropped.
Around the mean that also had been the last 5 years. So
what are we talking about?
The worry from investors is that the rising costs will simply cut into profits. Well, that's usually how it works, right? Mind you, the Switch 2 has sold 17 million units as of December 31st, and the company reported a year-over-year net profit increase of 51%.
So what are we talking about?
So they have a 51% increase, and they're worried about their profit margins. They're like, we need to raise the price. You know why? Because they're like, did you see Xbox? They raised their price.
They raised their prices.
Did you see Sony? They raised their price. Imagine Nintendo, who literally brought the gaming industry back from the brink of destruction back in the early 80s.
Late 80s.
And now they're part of the problem where they're like, we need to raise the price for the console. It's the most affordable console out there. I swear to God, I hope they do it. I hope they raise the price. Please raise the price. Go ahead. Make it $550. Make it $600. Do it. Do it, Nintendo. Watch your sales drop rock bottom and then crying, oh, I don't know what happened. Right? Make $90 video games. Make $100 video games. Do it. Go ahead. See what happens. Because whatever you think is going to happen is the opposite's going to happen. Not more people are going to buy your system. More idiots will buy your system, which is less people buying your systems, less people buying your games, less people giving a shit because there's so many other things they could do with their time, right? They could watch TikTok day after day.
I don't know, man. Video games are pretty good. I think that the Nintendo people were gonna fork out whatever number you give it to them. But let's not pretend everybody who wanted a Switch got it. Like the ravenous masses bought it. Yeah, yes. The ravenous masses got it.
Go ahead, raise the price. Do it.
But you know what they're going to do? What's going to happen now is all the crazy people that think that's going to happen, they're going to rush out and buy all the Nintendos at the lower price so they can scalp them.
Well, the best time to buy is when it's high. This is why people don't understand how stocks work, and they're all bankrupt and they're in debt. They're like, you know what? Let's buy a house when it's the highest price ever, and then let's sell it when it's low. Hey, fucking morons.
Yeah, that's why they spent the over $180,000 for their double major.
So stupid.
I got a double major in a career that only pays $80,000 a year.
So it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what else is ridiculous, Sarge?
Everything currently in the gaming industry is ridiculous.
We have to talk about this ridiculousness right here. Let me find the ridiculousness of.
Is the leak on the GameCube correct? Is it 700? Do you think that's correct?
That's what they say. If it is, yeah, I think they should go lower. I think they could eat it. They should eat it. I've already said this multiple times. This right here is fucking stupid, right? These are the same people that buy high, sell low. Okay. EA now lets you pre-order battle passes in Battlefield 6 for exclusive rewards because, of course, it does.
You're just a full-blown monkey if you buy a battle pass pre-order.
Pre-order.
I'm sorry.
You're pre-ordering the battle pass.
I'm sorry.
Right?
I'm never going to loan you money or help you out of a jam if you call me. If you're a guy that buys battle passes on a pre-order, I'm sorry.
Sarge, can I borrow some money?
It's like hanging out. It's like hanging out with an alcoholic. It's just not a good idea.
Sarge, I got a really good deal on a PlayStation.
Idea.
They just raised it up $200. I'm going to buy a PlayStation, and I'm also going to buy a battle pass. Can I borrow $1,100, please? $1,100. All right. So at its core, Battlefield 6 is a great multiplayer shooter, but the EA has constantly fumbled since the explosive launch and should have put the series back on the spotlight. It did for all of a month, maybe that. Give or take. Now Battlefield 6, we've heard your feedback. We're adding 7 maps this year, including fan favorites, reintroducing naval warfare and more. Despite the newfound vigor, right? If you boot up the game right now, you'll see a notification that you can actually pre-order Season 3 Battle Pass and Battlefield Pro, the upgraded pass, before it launches on May 12th. The standard pass is 1,100 Battlefield coins for $10, while the Pro version can only be purchased with the hard-earned cash costing $24.99. Better order soon, Sarge. They're going to run out of pre-orders of a digital battle pass.
Sorry, man. Sorry. The brainwashing over the last 10 years has finally taken hold that this is an actual selling point and people will do it.
Please someone defend this. Somebody. Please trash like this, please. Right? Well, it's only just a battle pass. It's only just this one little thing. Pre-order
permission to grind for the rewards I'm paying for, sir. I'm telling you, man, it's because of the last 10 years of manipulating bullshit that's caused this type of sales technique to actually work. Because you grew up this way. You grew up giving pre-orders, you grew up all of that, and now you think that this is normal. You're going to give pre-order for a battle pass.
Yeah. Well, get excited, Sarge. Are you excited? Are you excited for Battlefield?
I mean, I'm excited that I know what kind of business I'm going to open up because there's too many retards in the world. I know exactly what kind of business I'm going to open up now.
Battlefield 6 gets a new update for May, okay, for the season that you can pre-order. Battlefield 6 launched late last year and quickly became a massive success by the critics, and the patch notes that they have. Okay, update 1.2.3.5 is relatively a small update and includes a few key changes that could also have big impact on gameplay.
Like maps,
right?
or like weapons, you know. The
Battlefield
basics.
6 Season 3 launches next week. One of the most significant changes is the update to the camera transition between first and third person upon player's death, which sometimes made it look like a player died while running behind cover. This slightly frustrates the Battlefield 6 has been also bane of my many players who felt like the game's netcode unfairly killed them. Yeah, because it is. Because the netcode sucks. Like it did for 2042, like it did for Battlefield 5. It hasn't changed. The same shit, different skin that you pre-ordered, okay? And now you're pre-ordering battle passes and they still haven't fixed shit, okay? Fair experience is also the game. The size continues to iron out some kinks and some been preset with launch. We watched Kingard's video earlier today, and Kingard was watching the update of them listening, okay, and saying, we've heard your feedback and we're listening. And my whole thing is,
can I just get one? Can I just get one?
Why in the
I just get one battle?
Why in the world? Okay, are you listening now? You're not listening. You're just going through the motions, man. They're not listening. They know the problems they did. It's planned obsolescence. It's planned. Why would they make a shitty map and go, hey, we're reworking these maps? While we rework these maps, here's an old map that we redid. Okay, you're like, where's the new maps? We have a new game. Why are we going back to Wake Island? I mean, why are we going back to other places?
I mean, the foundation for the game is its maps. Like that's the baseline.
That's
the
what
foundation
is.
Battlefield, the field of battle.
Here's
you have to make up your own map.
Here's a small little quadrant.
Right, you have to make up your own map. That's the whole point of the game. Well, bring up the Steam numbers for this. What does this look like?
Oh, you want the Steam numbers? All right,
yeah. What's this look like?
We got Battlefields. Look at that. It's right up at the top. Everyone goes and looks at it.
Yeah, let me take a quick look.
Yeah. That's they're listening.
I mean, that's their number. They're good.
They're listening.
That's their number.
Yeah. 31,000, 43,000.
I mean, it's gone down, but it's been hanging around there. That's where it is. So,
because these are the people that are hoping. These are the people
hoping
the
for
next
what?
update. The next update's going to change it. Battlefield's back, baby.
Yeah, but you're
back.
You waiting for the next update means that the next game is already getting ready to come out. Like, what are you waiting for?
Listen,
right?
They are on a skeleton crew right now for Battlefield 6.
Yeah, but it was the greatest selling game in the last decade.
Skeleton
they sold
crew.
the most games ever.
Minimal viable product, coasting through the rest of this year, the rest of next year, and by 2028, they're going to start the marketing campaign for the next Battlefield. And then every Battlefield after that, 2028, 2029,
no shot,
2030, 2031.
It will not be a yearly release. No shot.
That's their plan. Starts 2028.
They are not going to be able to. They are not going to be able to capture the Call of Duty crowd every year. I'm sorry, they're just not.
It's the platform.
They're just not.
You know what they're putting in this update, Sarge? They're putting in
guns,
server browsers, so you can a persistent server browser. Because now when you play the game, Sarge, let's say I play one of their cool maps that they're redoing. Okay, it kicks you out, and then you got to come back in to pick a different map, right? Instead of, I don't like 7 of your maps. I just want to pick 8, 9, and 10 map. Okay. And you can put that in a cycle and you make your own server browser and people come and play it. Right. You can already do that, by the way, in Portal. But now you can't do it in the regular. Now you can do it. But that's coming out sometime this year. Which means it could be past the 12 months after the game actually launched. So it could be over a year since they put server browsers in. Server browsers have always been in Battlefield. And yet, for some strange reason, nobody at the 5 studios that worked on Battlefield 6 knew how to make server browsers.
I keep telling you, the veterans have left, and they didn't teach anybody on the way out. I'm telling you. That's part of the problem. Listen, I like some of those maps. The Golem map from 12 years, 13, 15, 15 years ago. The one with the train in the middle, right? I thought that was a good map, right? Wake Island's a great map. But Wake Island is also 30 years old. So you guys
want more Wake Island.
Out of all the battlefields throughout time, including the Cold War, recent wars, and actually made up wars, you guys can't come up with a map? Seriously? Like, that was the whole point of the game, is you guys come up with maps, right? The basis of the game was you coming up with maps.
Battlefield is about large-scale maps. Why is it that your favorite map in 2042 or Battlefield 6 is a map from Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 1?
I heard the market. I heard the bazaar's coming back. Like the bazaar.
Why? I'm not even playing the game. I won't play it till it comes to Game Pass, which is T-minus 4 months. Okay. Like, why do I want to play Battlefield 6, the brand new game, so I can go, my favorite map's Wake Island? I'm playing a brand new game, and my favorite map is a map that was from 1942, from 26 years ago.
Do you know what my favorite part from back in the day for the Wake Island map was? Is crashing the aircraft carrier right on the edge of the island and having planes just take off right off the front of the carrier to bomb the bases.
Hell,
that was like my favorite thing to do.
The arcade game that they came out with, where it was just Wake Island.
Yeah, but that was fun.
Yeah.
When it came out on the 360, the Wake Island Battlefield of 1943, it had all the Pacific maps.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a fun game. It was a fun little throwback.
Back then,
they even had a well, it wasn't really a map. It was 32 versus 32 dogfighting. Just everybody's inside of a plane, flying around. I don't know, man. I don't see how you can, after all the trouble you've had over the last few years with your releases, that re-releasing old maps is your answer to a game where you need a map. The foundation of the game is to be on a cool map that it doesn't have to have evolution and stuff, but just to be a good map.
Maps are the key to any first-person shooter game, and Battlefield even more, because you want vehicle, you want ground, you want close combat when you're in a city, but you want wide open when you get there. You want air combat. You want all that. That's why people like playing Battlefield. If they wanted to play close combat stuff, They would go play COD. They would go play any of the other games that are out there. Hence why more people are going to go play Armor Reforged, or they're going to go play other games, Hell Let Loose, and all these other things. It might be slower, but they're like, yeah, it just feels better. I don't know. It's mind-boggling to me. These people have now the biggest franchise of last year, and they're like, oh yeah, we're reworking maps and we're putting old maps in. It's just so stupid.
I still think that the answer still lies in another studio that comes up with a Battlefield type game. I know you guys were talking about War Dogs earlier, the mercenary.
I want to bring that up.
The mercenary game.
Yeah. So actually, let's go to that. Right. So War Dogs, which funny enough, again, found it because we were watching Kingard's video today of Battlefield 6, and it was just a 2-second thing. He said War Dogs. And I was like, what's War Dogs? So I went to go check out War Dogs. And we were a little confused today when we watched it. We watched all the videos on their website. They were talking about gold bars, and we were like, "Is it microtransactions?" We were like, "He doesn't really say if it's microtransactions or not." And then we watched another video, and he says there are no microtransactions. There won't be any microtransactions in the early access, which means there will be microtransactions after, but he doesn't know what that is, which is fine. Okay. I was just worried that the gold bars, the money that you make in the game, that you could pay to get more gold bars to unlock stuff. And I was like, that's a disaster if that's what it is. But this game actually sounds pretty cool, right? It's not Battlefield. It's not an Extraction. It's not a BR. It's kind of this like mid-tier type of stuff. It says, so let's watch the trailer. We'll watch the trailer here. Yeah, let's go here. You're not gonna hear anything. We're just gonna have it play it in the background, right? So you are a mercenary. There's 3 teams. It's 100 players on the map, right? 33 people per team, but one team could have 34 if everyone's on there at the exact same time. So one team will have an advantage of one person. You drop in, and you can do anything. Okay, you can make the squad size, whatever squad size you want. If you want to have 15 people in one squad and 3 in the other, or 2 people in the other, you can go do this. Okay. If you want to be sort of like in Hell Let Loose, if you want to just build, you can build. If you want to just drop people off in a helicopter or be a taxi guy, put them up at the front line or whatever, you can do that. I don't know how big the maps are. They seem pretty big. There is a circle like a battle royale that slowly closes in, okay, to get the teams all, on each other, right? And it's everything you do, you see there's money involved, right? So because you're like mercenaries. So anything you build, kill, whatever, okay, you're making money, and then you take that money for the next round, okay? Meaning if you have money to buy a tank, you want to be a tank guy next round, you buy a tank, and you can bring a tank into the next round. If you want to be a helicopter pilot, if you want to be whatever, you build out your loadout and whatnot, right? It says it's not an extraction shooter. It's not a battle royale. Okay. It seems very interesting. Now, the money thing inside the game, I get why they do it. And we'll just let that play as we talk about it, right? I get why they do it. Because if you're just playing a regular Battlefield game, what's the incentive besides winning and losing, right? You're like, I don't really want to go revive that guy because it's not worth my time, right? But you're muted. I can't hear you.
The revival was for XP to unlock the next gun. The whole point of the game was to unlock the next gun. Does everyone forget how it worked?
But that's how this is. But they incentivize you with money instead, so you can use it towards whatever else that you want. It's not just going up the med thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I tried listening to his speech a couple times. Like, I get what they're trying to do. It's a little bit of everything. And I think it'll do well because it fits into the slot, because Call of Duty has failed and Battlefield has failed. So, failed in the eyes of longevity, not sales, because Battlefield sold well, but nobody's playing.
Right.
But I think that they're trying to, like, what's the market you're going for? Are you going for the COD players? Because it looks like it's
they're going
larger
for the
maps. It looks
they're
like
going for the
maps.
milsim guys. It's like a mixture of like the extraction set.
I'm just afraid it's
like
going to break
guys.
down. I'm afraid it's going to break down and become like a World of Tanks or a World of Warships kind of thing after the initial phase of the game comes out and you have to pay money for shit. That's my issue.
Maybe.
Right, to keep saying over and over again, not during the
alpha,
right? Not during the alpha. They're just trying to feel things out. They're just trying to feel things out.
Yeah, there was a spot here they show the circle. I know what you're saying, Eclipse. The yellow circle within the middle of the map here. If they show it, you get to it's double XP in the small circle, right? So it forces people to go into the circle.
So many factors though, like what does it cost to build something, and then what are the ways of destroying the thing that you built, right? What is the time frame that I can construct something, and how long does it take you to blow it the hell up with a tank or C4? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
if you show me that I can get XP building stuff, cool. But if I go to build things to help defend a point from my team, and then you destroy it in 3 seconds with a tank shell, then no one will build. You know what I mean? There's a give and take for the reasons why you do things inside these games.
Right. So what I got from his podcast afterward, Eclipse, and the videos that we watched, this yellow circle moves, sort of like the battle royales that do now, like that at the end, it kind of moves and shifts across the thing. So this moves. If you're inside this yellow, you get double money. Right, you get double the money while you're inside here, so it incentivizes you to get.
People are rushing to the circle.
Yeah, to get in here to do it. If you don't want to, though, you can be back here, building something, getting XP or whatnot, or flying guys into the circle and leaving. And
but why? If I could get double money by going there, why?
Well, you also lose, I believe. Like I forget, he said something. I don't know if you lose money. You do lose money. So if I kill a friendly
TTK in this game.
If I kill a friendly, I lose money. If I blow up a friendly vehicle, I lose money. Right? So you diminish So I think if you die in here, you lose more money than you gain. Right?
No, that'll never be the case, because otherwise no one will ever go to the circle. You would avoid the circle like the plague.
No, but there's better weapons and stuff inside the circle when you find it.
Yeah, but you still have to buy it. I thought you had to buy the weapons.
I think. Well, no, there's guns that you can use in the game still.
Yeah,
you can bring in your weapons if you're higher level. You know what I'm saying? Like you pay for that stuff. But this outer circle also closes in. Okay, this circle also closes in. So by the end of the match, you're all like tight knit, and
it turns into a mag match. Where everyone's just throwing grenades. So everyone's throwing grenades at point blank range.
You lose more of your reason. Oh, that's what it is. So if you die in the small yellow circle, it's double tickets. So the other team gets more tickets towards their thing.
Yeah, so you would bait the people into the circle and then artillery strike them and make them lose a lot more tickets, and then they'd be done.
You could, but you have to unlock the artilleries.
There's certain things you can do in these games, and there's certain things you can't. It all sounds great being talked about. I want to see it in practice. Show it to me. I want to see it in practice.
Here it says, War Dogs is an all-out war. All-out war. All-out war FPS. The combat's tactical gunplay and combined arms combat with building destruction mechanics in a large scale up to 100-player ballistic sandbox. The game mode, inspired by King of the Hill, has 3 teams fighting for control of a random 2x2 kilometer control zone within 256 kilometers of the map. The team with the most players within the control zone areas earns points. The first team to reach 100 points wins the match. Variables of the zone located in individual player tactics mean no match ever plays out the same. Now, here's the thing.
So the more people inside the circle, they get points for being in the circle if you have the most people. So that would indicate camping. That would indicate people hiding in a circle to make sure you get actually that's it.
Everyone that's playing the game probably doesn't want the game to end fast, because the more they stay in the game, the more money they make from it. So you would elongate the game longer.
That would depend on how the servers are. You'd have people. You'd have people stacking servers. That makes sense. Sure.
Okay. It says persistent cash metagame. Okay. In War Dogs, every decision matters. Every player starts the journey with $10,000 each life. Your purchase is a custom loadout from wide selection of weapons, gear, utility, and vehicles to help your team win the match. Every team play action you perform rewards cash. From reviving squad mates, transporting friendlies to a zone, controlling the objective, we don't just encourage team play, we reward it. It's the player's choice how they want to play. Earn or spend the profit, cash persistence from match to match, so spending big on better gear, equipment, or vehicles at the right time has potential to turn the tide in the battle and could yield massive returns. Okay, but my understanding is you can't purchase a tank while you're in the match. You have to come in with a tank, which is interesting because
so if you come in with the item and then it blows up, then you don't get nothing until the next round. So everyone starts the match with heavy artillery. Then once it gets destroyed, you can't buy it back. So everyone just goes down to infantry.
I don't know.
It sounds strange.
If that's the case,
it sounds fun, but it sounds strange.
You would stay in the back and just, you just bombard from a distance.
Right. If I get an SPA and I sit in the back of the map and I'm just artillerying you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
There are certain things that sound.
I gotta see gameplay of this. It sounds very interesting.
You have to see it sounds like Planet Side is what it sounds like.
Yeah, a little bit of Planet Side. It says, play your way. You choose how you want to play it and profit. There's no one way to play. Earn the progress instead of War Dogs gives the player freedom to take control the control zone in any number of ways. Whether you're a lone wolf, helping out your team, or part of a dedicated squad, how you approach the battlefield is entirely up to you. You could chase the hot zone to earn double the cash, purchase a ghillie suit and snipe from a distance, or ferry supplies to teammates by helicopter. Additionally, you could also choose to fortify strategic choke points by building your own forward operating base, or you're feeling destructive, man an artillery tank and rain down destruction on your enemy.
Yeah, but what do you get if you can build? Where do you get the materials from? And now I have to buy the materials, and when do I build them? Like, if everybody can build, then everyone would build. You see where I'm getting at, right? Like, the flow of the game is one thing. All these options that you're saying that I have options for sound interesting, but the practicality of them doesn't jive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It says, bring the chaos to tactical warfare, destroy apartment blocks with rocket launchers, or tear your way through towns of heavily armored tanks. The world around reacts to persistent strategy with your team now to build upon a fortified key locations in the map for tactical advantages.
Now I'll throw my 2 cents in. Ready? Okay. Once you take over a point, it can't be taken back over immediately, right? If you gave squads missions for the zone, and then they had to destroy something in the zone, and by destroying the thing by doing the mission that you are assigned in the zone, you get an actual item or thing that goes towards your team. And if you get 2 or 3 items, it builds a missile, or it launches something, or you get dropped off some tanks. You know what I mean? Like, if I accomplish a mission, my team gets resources. And if I fail mine, then I fail. I have to go on to something else, and the next team gets it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that way, at least that you would actually bond together. You would say, hey, I want to put together like a 12-man squad because I want the missions to be easier for us. So we make a squad, and when the mission comes and we have to go destroy a base or kill 100 guys over here, or whatever the mission will be, in order to get the MacGuffin, right?
Yep.
That it makes sense. But you're trying to do controlled chaos in a battlefield type scenario. I don't know if it's worked just because you slap on some merc money.
It'd be interesting to see what happens because of 3 teams, right? 2 teams just let's get.
But it's 3 teams on purpose.
3 teams meaning
it's 3 teams on
what
purpose.
About 2 teams work together and take out one team? You know what I mean?
Right. What if a bunch of guys get online and they're on A and B, and they say let's team up against C, and then we'll smoke them. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's interesting.
Here it says 100-player driven sandbox. Every moment of War Dogs is 100% player driven and tied together with local voice chat. It's either talks, tactics, or teammates to troll enemy players. It's not another battle royale. It's not another extraction shooter. War Dogs is a new tactical, all-out war. FPS genre rewards decision-making, communication, and teamwork, and allows you to play how you want within the modern military.
Is there open mics? You can talk to each other?
Yeah.
You can talk to enemy?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a shit show, bro.
It's just like Hell Let Loose a little bit, right?
It's going to be a shit show. Yeah, but Hell Let Loose, you can't talk to the enemy.
Right. You can't hear the enemy. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Look, I I am very interested. I'm intrigued.
I'm interested.
I'm intrigued by this. They say they're going to come out for console down the road. The gentleman said 2 years. It's going to be an early access or whatever, and then it's about a year and a half to 2 years, or 2.5 years.
I mean, the engine looks good. I just
Well, he says it's their own engine that they came up with on top of the Unreal Engine. He actually, in an interview, we're going to actually watch it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, he had said that the Unreal Engine's garbage to work with this type of game. That's what he said.
Yeah. I actually like Bulkhead. Bulkhead was making the Transformers game. They also made 44. I forget the name of but it was a failure. Okay.
Oh, that was Battleground 44.
Is that what it's called? Battleground? No,
it
wasn't
was
called Battleground.
Battleground or Battle something.
But it failed. And he tells the story, okay, on the podcast. And obviously, I like when developers are outspoken. They tell it how it is. You know what I mean? You could say that that's part of the marketing ploy, but he is listening, and he also says that a lot of the stuff that happened and what happened with the studio, and now they own what they own. They're not part of Tencent. They're not part of everything. They're their own. They're also helping out. They have 76 people, I think, working for the studio. And
Team 17 wanted
Team 17
they weren't doing the Vietnam one. I heard they were helping them with the Hell.
They're helping them with the Hell Let Loose, with Hell Let Loose, but he doesn't say what. And then on top of that, he talks about how when he restructured the company late last year, that the people that work for the company are actual stakeholders in the actual company, which I think that's good for the employees and whatnot, right? So I'm interested in this game. I want to know more. I put out a feeder to see if I can interview him and ask questions about this, because I have a lot of questions. And I want to see how this game plays out, because this is right up my alley. This is exactly like a Battlefield-esque. I want to play Armor Reforge. This seems like a mix between that. He even says it in one of their videos. Like, where does it sit? It sits between like a Battlefield and an Armor Reforge. But they also don't want to pigeonhole themselves and say like it's like this, it's like that. They're trying something different. Hey, at least like you've said in the past, it's not the same thing over and over. They're trying something different within the genre. Yeah. It's not an extraction. It's not a battle royale. It's like a mixture of everything in between. See if it works out, right?
Just the whole money thing, though.
Yeah. Well, I was very confused at the beginning.
I see the end game of what that will be. If it turns into like a World of Warships or World of Tanks, I'm out, dude. I'm not playing it for money to get 20. You get what I'm saying? Just make a fun game.
Yeah, which I think they are. I thought when they were talking about the gold bars, I was like, wait a minute, is that something I can purchase, like a shark card? Like I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they kept using the word gold bars and cash interchangeably with currency inside the game.
So on their Twitter account, I started reading stuff. Bullet penetrate light cover, walls, and foliage. Rounds ricochet off various hard surfaces. Bullet drop means ranged kills are skill, so you have to do the bullet drop from long distance. Quick look at the soldier dragging war dog. So they actually have the dragging inside the actual game, unlike the other games that took forever. Battlefield, looking at you. So they have a drag mechanic inside the actual game. What else do they have here? Exchange. This right here, I don't understand this. I don't. You can make money while you're not online. Okay. It says exchange in-game cash for gold bars. Purchase unique cosmetics with gold bars and play and earn your way. So the gold bars are premium currency, but not, you can convert your cash into gold bars. You're not taking your real cash and converting them gold bars. I think that's what a lot of people are confused about. They're like, so wait, because when you say use your cash for gold bars, people are thinking you're using your real cash for gold bars and you're using that for cosmetic, because
but the only way
is we think that cash is used for cosmetics. You can earn, he says you can earn all the cosmetics in the game.
Yeah, but the way that you speak about that, the only way, if there's only two currencies in the game, that would mean that the gold exchange works by how many people are buying gold bars. If a lot of people are buying gold bars and the price of the gold bar goes up, so that means you need more cash to buy the gold bar. If nobody's buying anything with gold bars and the price of the gold bars goes down, and you can buy more gold bars with the money. So if you have, let's just say it's a fun game. If you have couple 100,000 people playing this game, the market will look like this all day long, because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's how it works.
Well, don't worry, because a lot of people will buy high and then sell low, right? So just do the opposite of whatever they do. So it's interesting though with the stock market, the way they're doing it. Yeah, see, this is what they show. It War Dogs fits somewhere between Battlefield 6, but more towards Arma and Tarkov, right? Less towards Call of Duty and Battlefield, more towards the Arma.
What's TTK?
What
are the strengths of the vehicles versus anti-tank weapons? Are there fixed position guns that you can build?
I'm sure
because once again, the pace of the game and the mechanics inside the game dictate how the game will be played. Battlefield 5, you could build stuff, but you could build stuff really quick, and it was more of a cosmetic thing because it didn't really defend anything. Right. It just gave you an extra shot or two before you blew them up if they were hiding behind sandbags or whatnot. It's strange. It's strange. I really want to see how it plays. All right,
I'm going to put the banner up there. It's time for Q&A. If you guys have a question, put a Q in front of your question. We'll mark it, and then we'll answer your questions in the next couple of minutes. While we wait for some of your questions to come in, we're going to talk about Steam Deck. They sold the Steam controller earlier this week, Sarge, and it sold out as a clusterfuck like it always is when stuff happens like this, when they're selling brand new stuff. Bunch of scalpers buy multiple things. They're putting them on eBay before they even have the product. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I said it's so stupid. I was like, why don't they just say, because Steam controls their own thing, right? Putting on their own store. It should be like, hey, it's one per person, and you have to have a Steam account, right, to make the purchase, right? That would get people like scalpers and stuff to stop buying more than one and whatnot. So they didn't do that, but then they came out with this new thing today or yesterday, and it says Steam controller reservations open May 8th. How to reserve yours and what we're doing to mitigate the challenges from earlier this week. Okay, Steam controller.
Why is this controller such a big deal?
It's just the new tech. People want the new tech. That's what it is, right? Okay. They're excited. Experienced a lot of the trying to buy it with incredibly frustration. We plan to continue replenishing the stock as we get more in, but in the meantime, wanted to share the changes that we're making to improve the purchase experience to a limited reseller activity. Okay, beginning May 8th at 10 a.m. Pacific, we're opening up reservation queue for Steam controller. Once you reserve your place in line, will be saved. When you go back in the stock, order emails will be sent out in the same order that reservations were made. Here are the details on how hoping to improve the experience overall is also taking a step, limit reseller activity. Reservation details, reservations will be limited to one Steam controller per user. Duh, makes sense. Okay, once you receive your order email, you'll have 3 days, 72 hours to make your purchase on Steam. Okay, for now, customers who have already purchased a Steam controller are not yet eligible to reserve another Steam controller. Okay, additionally, your account must be in good standing on Steam, so you can't be a cheater or hacking or doing all the other stuff. Okay, and you must have made a purchase on Steam prior to April 27th, meaning bought a game, bought something, did something on the actual platform, meaning it wasn't dormant for the longest time, and because you have an account, you can get it. You have to qualify for these things, okay? This, to me, should be the first way you went this route, and not the, oops, we made a mistake thing. It boggles my mind that these corporations that are trillion-dollar, billion-dollar companies, whatever, okay, still make the same mistake. They're like, hey, here's this brand new mug, okay? And they're like, order now. If you are a subscriber to the channel, you can order it first, right? Nope, that's not what they do. They're like, let's just open it up. And obviously, their sites crash, and the people that get the bots get it, or these resellers get it. Then they put it up on the stuff, and everyone's pissed off. And it's a shitty experience for everybody, except the company, because everyone's like, oh, wow, the controller's sold out in 30 seconds, right? You're like, fantastic. Now actual people want to buy the thing. They're selling for like $400 instead of $100 or $200, whatever it is, right? And it's just so stupid. Why don't they do this from the start and say, hey, yeah, you have to have a Steam account. You have to have made a purchase in the last 30 days. You have to, you know what I mean? Why is it so hard?
Well, it's hard to control the flow of goods, especially when it's a piece of hardware. I mean, you could say that you'd have to have a Steam account, and then they have to actually legit sign up through the Steam account. That way they know you have.
Sure, but a
You know
person
what
that's
I
been
mean?
with Steam for 10 years gets priority if they want, and you just signed up.
But that's not how it goes. You can't have someone just because I've been with Steam
Why?
long means I get priority. That's not a free market. It's not a free market. That's
Who
why.
cares? This is the brand new controller, and they're coming out for people that the people that didn't know about Steam that just sign up and buy 5, 10 controllers is not a person.
I get it, but you can't have it that way. That's why it's very hard to control the flow of actual
But they can.
goods.
That's the point, though. They can make it that way, and they are now with this. So why did they do this first?
Because they're trying not to be tyrants about selling a product. If they listen, if I put a product out there and they all sell, I'm happy. Does it matter? Does it matter to me who got them? No, it just matters that I sold them.
Well, it matters if there's a reseller selling them for now double the money and nobody can get it.
Okay, well, that's how it worked out originally. Originally, when a company sold a controller, they sold it to a middleman who then raised the price and sold it to you. It's the same. Right.
See,
whether or not a guy buys it instead of a middle management guy, it's the same. It's the same.
Yeah, but look, John even said they did this to the Steam Verify with a deck when it came out. So why did they go back? Why did they go back to the open market where anyone can buy and scalpers can get them all?
Because at face, they don't care. All they care about is moving the product. Right? If a bunch of people bitch afterwards, sure, they might change it. They're just happy they moved all the product. Remember, that's how it works.
They were going to move the product regardless anyway.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
They know that.
Until they moved it. They don't know until they moved it.
No, they knew how many people were interested in the Steam controller, how many people are interested in the Steam
Well,
machine.
if they knew how many people were interested, then it should have been a pre-order thing. You sign up and they just sent the controllers to all the people that signed up for the pre-order.
I don't know about that, John.
That would have been the easiest way, right?
I don't know about that, John. People scalp anything. They're scalping popcorn buckets from movie theaters. They scalp everything. Scalpers don't care. They're the worst. If you're a scalper, I just want you to know, I hope your lights shut off and there's just Lego bricks down your black hallway. Okay. And for the rest of your life, you're just stepping on barefoot Lego right to the heel. Right to the heel.
It's good.
I have no problem.
A scalper is just a middleman in the normal market system. That's what it is.
Sure, if you're making minimum margins on your recontroller that you're selling it, you bought it for 100. You're selling it for 120. You're making like a 20. No,
once again now,
hang on.
Hang on. If you're selling it for a ridiculous price, and I can't get the other one, that's one thing. But the controller comes out again, and I just don't buy the controller at $180. I just wait for it to come out at 100.
What's 100? It is 100.
All right. Well, you get my point. Like, I don't buy from the scalper. If I know how much the controller is, I don't buy it for 8 times more than what it's worth. You just don't. You let it sit there. If the guy has more money than sense and he wants to buy it at 180, then let him buy it at 180. It's not like the controller is not coming back out. There's another truck coming.
All I'm saying is Steam has done this in the past where they could do it where they limit people buying it one per thing. And they did it for the Steam Deck. They did it for the things, but they're like, oh, nope, didn't do it for the Steam controller. And now they are. I don't know. It just seems a little weird that you would think about this after the fact. Scalpers literally go to McDonald's and buy all the Happy Meals, throw the Happy Meals out just so they can have the thing so they can then put on the, do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because there's more people that understand that there's another psychopath that's willing to pay $45 for a fucking glass from a Happy Meal box, right? Because somebody realized that some gorilla who doesn't leave his house has $1,000 burning a hole in his pocket to buy a piece of plastic from Burger King, right? That's called entrepreneur. That's what that is.
Sure.
It's not a you can't get. It's different story to be scalped on something that you can't get a hold of, period, as opposed to just waiting for the next shipment.
Do you remember when AMD was it AMD or was it Nvidia guys that had the new graphics card come out? They sold out within 30 seconds, and they own the company that bought
That's
the
correct.
actual graphics cards.
That's correct. That's
Right? So
correct.
is that good?
That's
Is
full-blown
that good?
scalping. Yeah, but
No,
that's within your own company.
That's business 101, isn't it? Sorry,
No,
where you
no,
can
that's your
start
own company doing it.
offshoot company, pretend you don't own it, buy all the graphics cards, and then sell it. They were supposed to be 300, but then they sold them for 1,200 because they were sold out and the scalpers got them.
But let me ask you this. Why do you still buy from NVIDIA? Why do you give money to companies that do that to you? If you didn't buy their products, they would go away. See, you people in general are not willing to sacrifice what it takes in order to make the statement that you're mad about actually count. You're just upset because my fun time has been blocked and I'm trying to get to my fun time. You're not really willing to sacrifice in order to solve the problem.
Yeah, I am.
Right? That's the difference. Right? If NVIDIA fucked everybody over for 5 years, second-handed selling their own chips to themselves so they can raise the price and you guys can continue to buy NVIDIA, you're the problem.
Yeah.
Right? Listen, companies go away without money. They just can't get money from nowhere, and it comes from you.
No, I know. That's exactly why I don't purchase stuff when I say about purchasing. AMD and NVIDIA CEOs are cousins. Shut the fuck up. Are they really? Is that true?
They're business cousins.
Bet you didn't know that
Probably
both CEOs are cousins? Bro. You can't make this shit up.
I mean, is that true?
It is true. That is so, like, what the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, I believe you guys. I believe you.
So once again, you guys aren't willing to sacrifice what it takes. You're just unhappy for your fun time. That's all.
It's scumbags, I swear to God.
Like, I make a statement, I stick by it. I don't go to Disney no more. I don't buy Disney. I don't watch Disney. I don't pay for Disney. I don't do anything Disney at all. Fuck them.
All right, it's time for Q&A. Ron, is that an actual question? Is that you want me to put that? I'll put that. We'll put that in there for you. All right. The first question.
They're probably first cousins.
For Krebsy says, how is GameStop a $10 billion company trying to buy eBay at $56 billion company? How does eBay benefit GameStop control some of the third-party resale markets? And why not inject GameStop with the money?
It's a hard question.
First of all, Ryan Cohen he's trolling now. I don't know if you guys saw the article I posted in the Discord. He literally opened up an account on eBay and then started just taking pictures of like socks and charging $14,000 for it, whatever. Right? Like, this is the CEO of the thing. His account got banned and then it got unbanned afterwards. But this is just a ploy, right? The man is literally a 5% stakeholder of eBay. He's the second largest owner of eBay stock. He also is the head of GameStop. Okay. He's trying to sell himself as the person that can make a business swap. And he's trying to use eBay to give more value to GameStop, even though GameStop can't buy this. He's going to try to make this happen so he can then elevate GameStop to make it look like it's a much more worth more of a company so he can get his payout, because he's doing his fiduciary to the stockholders, which he is the major stockholder for the company that he's offering to buy.
Yeah, the part I didn't research far enough, I'm still trying to do the background, is the power pack thing. I'm not understanding the whole thing with GameStop and the power pack thing. It's about selling a physical product as a digital product, and it's something weird. And so I'm trying to figure it out. So what he's trying to do is turn the entire eBay ecosystem into a power pack gambling type of thing.
Yes.
Where you get an actual physical product for the value of the product within the sphere of the market, is how he put it. Like, I'm trying to understand it.
Look, GameStop, the problem with GameStop is that there's so much overhead with all the stuff they have. There's so much inventory, so much stuff. eBay has zero inventory because you're selling your shit on their site.
Right. This is why I don't think it's going to work in the long run, but I understand where he wants to go. He's trying to say that people can just bring do you remember the 40-year-old virgin?
He basically
remember the 40
wants you to bring your
do you remember
card.
do you remember the 40-year-old virgin? Remember she worked in a store where people brought eBay items to her?
Yes.
So she would put them on eBay to sell them?
Yes.
Right? It's a physical store. That's what he's thinking about doing. I'm like, I don't understand why you'd want to do that. We don't have to have a brick and mortar. We don't need you. We'll just continue selling things between each other, and they take a cut like they've been doing forever. I don't understand what it is he's thinking. He's trying to interject the gambling aspect of a power pack with physical items. I'm still trying to get my head around it. I'll get back to you if I figure it out.
Quest says the real life fake wizard mentioned a good point about this topic. He refers that the absurd Pokemon card prices at eBay and GameStop wants to get full action on these types of situations. Oh, 100%. Yeah, because he doesn't want the stock in the stores. He wants the stock that you're bringing on the eBay, and they can use that as that next step. He's closing GameStop stores. Right. He doesn't want the overhead of the stuff, and it's becoming more profitable for them because that's what they're doing. Right. He wants eBay to be basically, if he had it his way, I guarantee you that GameStop would be eBay. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like eBay shop stop or something. I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? But he's trying to convert it into what that is.
Well, it's when you have more money than sense, you come up with these crazy ideas. I just want to see what happens. I think it's crazy town talking. I just want to see what happens at this point.
A Pokemon card in the last few months sold for $16.5 million. Fucking people just have stupid cash. Like stupid cash. These people are pre-ordering battle passes for sure.
I mean, 16.5 million for a card, bro. Those are billionaires fighting over those
cards.
Where
do you sell that? Like, remember when we went to that car show last year, the Meekum car show, and Jerry Seinfeld owned Steve McQueen's race car?
Yeah, the vet.
Yeah.
The
and
vet.
when it originally sold, right, it was like it was a GT. It originally sold, it was like $4 million. Yep. And then for $4 million, and then he sold it's been sold 7 times. Okay. Yep. It was $4 million, and then he sold it for like $10 million, and then that person sold it for $17 million.
Yeah, but every car has a ceiling. Whatever someone's going to pay for is the price.
And this one was $24 million. It didn't sell for months and months and months and months and months, and then it did sell, right? But they didn't sell. They didn't tell you what it sold for, right? But it's like
he settled. He settled for a month.
Where the fuck is the ceiling on these things, right?
Well, there's no ceiling.
Who's $16.5 million for that card? Who's buying it for more than that now?
It's the same game with a smaller group of people. It's the same game, right? You have people who are multimillionaires who like to trade real cars as you would trade Pokemon cards, right? It's just what it is. Like, you can't fathom it because you're not in there, but that's what it is. If I sell a vet for $4 million and it's Steve McQueen, and somebody else really likes Steve McQueen, and they go, I'm selling my Steve McQueen vet for $6 million, and he goes, oh, that sounds like a great deal. I love Steve McQueen. Yeah. And he buys it for $6. Yeah.
And then he sells it for $12.
No, he doesn't sell it for $12 until someone actually willing to pay $12.
No, I get it, but he wants $12 for it. He wants to double his money from what it was. Yeah.
He thinks he wants $12.
Well, it kept going up. It got sold 7 times, right? To
but 24 the time that it didn't, you had to wait. And then you had to settle to get out of the car. Like, everyone's at that level, you are buying the car for an investment purpose. That's the point. At that level. That's what it is.
You think that 16.5 million card sells for more than 16.5 million?
Well, I don't have enough. First of all, I don't have enough context. I don't know what set it is. I don't know what card it is.
Logan Paul bought the car for 5.275 mil and then sold it for 16.5. What did he do? Upgrade it? Did he evolve the card magically? Did he?
No, somebody else needed the card. Somebody else wanted the card.
That's crazy. That's nuts. All right.
Not to mention the fact that the person who originally gets the card, let's say the person who originally gets the card is a $90,000 a year person, right?
Yeah.
I'm $90,000 a year person. I'm able to find this card somehow in a garage sale. Somebody doesn't want it. I pick it up and I go, oh my God, how much is this card worth? And you start looking on eBay what the card's worth, right? And so the people online who are looking for cards are pricing it at tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you're like, no, that must be what the price is. So then you go ahead and put the price in for what you think it is. And then Paul Logan comes over and goes, I'll give you $5 million for it. And you freak out because you saw the card for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you're like, I'm sold. And it's gone. But really, The next echelon of people who know what that card is are paying millions of dollars for that card, which is why he bought it for $5, because for him it was a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It depends on the line of who has control of the card and where you are. If $100,000 to you is God money, and somebody offers you $5 million, you're selling the card unseen. You don't even care.
All right, let's go on to the next question. Krebsy says, by the time do you think U.S. as a whole will be hit by the age verification law? I mean, New York is trying to add age verification to online games with chat features, and Utah for VPNs.
The only thing
the
only thing you guys need to know about this whole age verification thing, it's not to protect children. It's another layer of privacy that's eroded to get to your data. That's all it is, right? Using the ploy of protecting the children is complete and utter bullshit, right? Nobody gave a shit about the kids forever, and now they care about them a whole lot, because this is like the last linchpin that every time you log on to something, they got your ass. From your head to your toe, they got your ass. They know everything about you. And I refuse to give into this. I don't care.
Full circle for finger toes.
That's a good one.
I think by 2032, I think is when it's going to all go through. I would say about another 5 years in some way, shape, or form. I don't want to say all states, because I know some states are still trying to fight it, like they don't want it. Hopefully not all the states. Hopefully Florida doesn't do it, but we'll see what happens. I would say about 5 years.
Watching their kids, John. Nothing to do with it. They're just using that as the ploy. It's all about privacy. It's all about being able to tag you from the beginning. If I got you in the beginning, I know everything about you. I can tag you across the entire data strip, the entire internet. I can track you.
All right, the next one. Cresby says, you may want to sit down for this, but Xbox could be saved because a new intro is coming. How are you to believe that Xbox isn't getting AI Copilot after 4 or 5 more AI people are in the leadership? I'm not shocked by this, and I don't know why everyone's freaking out about this fucking.
Did you listen to it?
7-second.
If I was drunk one night, the date that they switched it, and I woke up the next morning, I wouldn't know the difference. The frequency is just a little bit different.
Yeah, I heard it. And I don't give a shit. And I don't know.
That's something she did. Awesome, Asha. Awesome.
I'll be honest. I still don't think she did it. I think it was already in the works.
Yeah, it definitely was in the works.
Right. But obviously, I knew about this, Krebsy, as far as when a new CEO comes in for any company, they're bringing in their people that they know, that they worked with.
That's
so right. Bringing in more AI people from the last AI job that she had.
Standard operating procedure.
Right. That's how everyone gets promoted, right? They're just like, hey, I know this person. This person goes, well, I liked you when I worked with you last time, so you come with me. I'm telling you, I said this the other day. Asha Sharma won't be in this position in 2 years, but she will be the CEO of Microsoft. She will take Satya Nadella's job.
You think
she will be the next CEO.
You think so?
Of course. Oh, 100%. I could see it happening right now.
Asha Sharma is going to be the leader.
Yes. She's
so,
going to do absolutely nothing in the position that she's in right now, because all the stuff that's happening right now is already in the motion. Okay. Satya Nadella is
upward. She just fails upward.
She just look at her resume. Her resume just keeps failing upward, right? She just keeps getting, I worked a job for 2 years. I got a better job after that because of this last job, right? She's going to get this job. She's going to have this job. And then you're going to be like, you know what? She's going to move up. The investors are going to be all the board of directors will be like, we like her so much. She's going to take your job. Satya Nadella is almost retired. Like he's getting up there, right? Here she comes. She's going to take the job. I will laugh my ass off if this happens.
Somebody with half a brain needs to be in charge of these companies, man.
She will 100% take the job over.
You would put that in the big book of bull, bro.
It's already pinned. El Dente was like, he made the prediction. He's like, someone pin it. Jesse Back says, if Asha take away Xboxes everywhere, then she's going back to what original plan for Xbox with OG Xbox campaign, and now she's going to it. Thoughts? Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. It's all perceived that it's changed, but nothing has changed. Xbox is still, everything's at Xbox. It's just the marketing for everything at Xbox no longer exists. Okay.
Yeah, they need to find a way to say that you need to have an Xbox. That's the difference.
But why would you need an Xbox
I don't.
if
I'm
their
still
main goal moving forward is Game Pass, and Game Pass is on everything?
Don't know. That's my point. You have to get people to want to have your hardware again, that you have a loyalty to again. And I don't have loyalty to it at all anymore. I don't care. Right? I have a PC, right? And if the GameCube comes out and it becomes a PC that's a console that I can do whatever I want with, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over. I don't have to have it. Like enjoy the games that you can play anywhere on your system, but it doesn't really matter. Right? You don't have the same kind of conviction for the actual piece of hardware. You still play games on it, but to you, do you remember those handheld games you had when you were a kid? It was cool to have it because it gave you something to do, but you didn't really care whether or not it was there or not. Oh, it happens to be here. I'll play some games. Now it's not here. No big deal.
That's why I said earlier a couple of years ago about the mobile phones. Everyone's like, I don't care that my phone plays games. I'm like, yeah, but it can. You're not buying the phone to play games, but your phone can play games.
Right, because one day, since they know your ass from your elbow, right? One day you'll turn on your phone and it'll put the exact game you're looking to play from back in the day on your phone. You're like, oh, I can play that on my phone. What do I have to do to play that?
I'm constipated. I'm sitting on the toilet. Let me play. Yeah, that's it.
You just have to sign up. You just have to sign up.
Just sign up for this free offer. Just can't sue us now because you got the free offer.
It's gonna be an interesting couple of years. I really want to know how they're gonna make you care about having an Xbox anymore. After everything that's been done, I want to know how they're gonna make you bring it back. I really do.
Well, like she said, the plan's the plan until it's not the plan. So exclusives, maybe the plan. Maybe they go back to exclusives. But for how long?
Yeah, but you don't. Okay, so here's my point with that. Even if the answer is yes, we're going to go back to exclusives. They have decimated the brain of the entire industry. They've hired and fired all these teams so many times. People are scattered. They're not. What's the proper term here? A lot of the teams aren't vetted anymore, and so you have a bunch of guys who don't know how to work together, and you're trying to build a team that can make a AAA title that you want to bet your hardware on. I don't think it's possible at the current moment. What's been going on in the industry, I don't think that's possible. I don't think that there has enough people together right now that you're going to put together and make me care about having an Xbox and sell me a game that I only want to buy on an Xbox.
Right. Eric Jones says, if you could go back to the 1950s or 2050s, can I go back to 2050? We're not even there yet. I mean, go to the future?
He means go to the future.
Okay. And stay. Which should it be?
I mean, I don't like the way the world's going right now. I'll go back to the 1950s and I'll finish it out.
Yeah, because 1950s was pretty good, right? You made a good wage and stuff like that. If you invest, like if I know what I know,
all the cars
go back in the past.
All the cars are badass. In 10 more years, you have the most badass cars ever.
Yeah. So
gas is 87 cents. Yeah, I'll go back to that.
If I know what I know, and I go back to 1950,
I'll be a billionaire.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
No contest.
2050. I have no idea where the fuck's happening over there. I don't care if there's flying cars and we're on Mars. I don't give a shit. I'm living the same life that I'm living right now. Then, because I'm like, I don't know what's happening. But if I go to back to the past, I got the almanac, baby. I got the
Sportsman's Almanac.
Yep. Yeah, I got the Sportsman's Almanac. I'm living large. Be like, hey, I'm gonna make this company called Dell, or I'm gonna make this company called Microsoft. Right?
Yeah, as soon as I hear the word IBM, I'm donating blood 3 times a week.
Yeah, I'm going back.
That'll be the first thing I clean up on. I'll clean up. I'll clean up on the Secretariat horse race. And I'll clean up on IBM, the beginning of IBM. I'll be
Look
set.
at this idiot. He thinks Seabiscuit's going to win?
Yeah.
Put it all down. Right?
This guy just bid his house on Seabiscuit.
Can I scalp a scalper? Yeah. Yeah, you can.
That's just called being middleman. That's all that is.
100% can be.
What do you mean? Can you be a scalper?
All right. And then the last one is Alexander Smith says, what's the point of having an Xbox when the Steam machine is coming?
You tell me, Alex.
We're right
all
there.
Waiting. We're all with you. What? Why do
I
need an Xbox?
Yeah, if my PC that's made by Steam can run other things and I can play my Xbox on that system, then why do I need an Xbox?
So let me ask you guys a question, right? Let me ask you a question. Let's say you don't have a console, you just have a PC, but for some reason you're upset by it. Is it the fact that you can't have a controller and sit on your couch to play it? Because if that's the answer, they sell controllers and you can plug your PC directly to your TV now. I don't know what you guys think about that it's a PC or it's a console. I'm still trying to figure out what you guys put in your brains that one is different than the other. There is no difference.
The Krebsy says the selling point of the Helix is Steam. No. The selling point of Helix is convenience.
Right.
It's not Steam, it's convenience. Which is the Steam machine, is the same. It's convenience. Getting two things on the same console at one time. Right? Hence why emulators play 25,000 games. Because it's convenience. You can play Atari games, Nintendo games, and all these other games on one system. It's convenience. Yeah, I'm going around. I'm buying McDonald's stock. I'm buying everything. But like, how does this guy know so much?
I would be working. I would be working like
I hear that Elon Musk is born, and I'm like,
yeah,
how you doing?
I'd be working 3 jobs.
Yeah,
I would be working 3 jobs for like a good 3 or 4 years. I'd be working 3 jobs, like a crazy person.
Convenience. Look. The Steam machine is convenient because people that don't want PCs, they can plug into their television set. Even though it's a fucking computer, it's perceived that it's convenient because I can play my computer games now on my television set. That's what the Steam machine is. Xbox Helix is convenient because the people that don't own PCs now own a PC. They can play PC games and Xbox games that they never had Steam before. It's convenient because it's on one box. They don't have to walk 10 feet to their bedroom, to their office, or they don't have to move the thing from here to here. Now all they have to do is move it over with the D-pad and go, hey, it's convenient. That's it. It's simplistic. This right here is the greatest invention ever, right? People try to make things where you're waving your hands and turn on, change channel. It all doesn't work. A thumb to a button is convenient.
That's
Quick.
it. Done, baby. Done.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel here.
When they showed the hand waving thing for the Xbox thing back in the day, this is how you change channels. You can do this. I'm like, why?
Sweating.
Why would I
sweating?
That guy's got a pretzel in his mouth. He's trying to change the channel by waving at his TV.
Yeah.
This is peak. This is peak right here. This is peak.
Change the channel. Channel 2, 642. My father does this, right?
He yells at the TV, bro.
My father goes, I got it. ABC. And then nothing happens. ABC. Stupid piece of shit. This thing doesn't work. And then all he does is press 2. And then it goes there and it works. That's it. So how much will the Steam, they say it's $700. I've said this multiple times. I say Steam unzips, goes like this and says $500 for the first 1 million units.
Yeah.
Right?
The pre-orders explode for sure.
Verify the people that are on Steam. First 1 million people get it for $500. They sell like hotcakes, right? Gone, right? And you're getting the benefit of the doubt of people that maybe they already own Steam. And they're like, I don't even want this thing, but I'm going to buy it and then I'll sell it for a profit or whatever. They're still going to buy it, right? That's what you do. So the selling point is convenience of accessing Steam, meaning the selling point is Steam. Without Steam, what's the convenience? It's a box that I can put to my television set. That's the convenience. The Xbox is a console PC that can do multiple things. A Steam machine is a PC I could put in my living room. That's why these are competing, because of convenience. That's what it is. Do you ever watch the commercial, Krebsy, where I don't know if Bright House did it for By Us, right? When the World Cup was happening a couple of years ago, where you could have television set that wasn't plugged in anymore. And there was a commercial where the guy could he would open up his sock drawer and there'd be like a small television set inside there. And then he walked to the cabinet, open up the cabinet. There was another television side inside there because there was no wires going to the stuff anymore. It was just internet TV from the cloud or whatever it was, right? It's the same fucking television set, does the exact same thing. The only difference is convenience. I don't have to run a cable from the wall to the thing. I can put my television set anywhere. Nothing changes. The convenient factor of I can watch TV outside. I could carry my TV outside and watch TV outside. I could carry it back inside. That's it. It's just convenience. If you want to say Steam is it, and that's the convenient part, cool. The convenient part is Xbox now does multiple things. Not one box to another box where I have to change rooms or anything. It's one box with multiple things on it, and I can access it. It's convenient. It's what it is.
I mean, the whole purpose of an Xbox was the fact that you couldn't afford a PC.
Correct. It was convenient because you couldn't afford a PC, so you got a cheaper box. But now consoles are as expensive as a PC.
That's correct.
The convenient factor is no longer there. You're like, so if I'm going to buy something, I might as well buy a PC.
All right, but
the question is, why do you want to buy?
Yeah, but the same argument still stands. If people are just looking for some entertainment, then I don't need to upgrade to the next new system because there's thousands and thousands of games that I can play on the system that I already own.
This is why PCs are, this is why people don't, this is why console players don't understand why PCs. Everyone's like, well, PC. There's not one PC company. There's hundreds of PC companies. You could build your own PC. You could build the PC that you want. It's your PC. It's convenient because you're building the thing that you want to use. That's why people buy. Like, I'm not just Dell's not making it, or IBM's not just making it. Anyone PC, you can take this part with that part, put it over here, and make your own thing. It's convenient. People on console are like, I just want it to work. I just want it to do the thing, right? That's why Apple's so it doesn't get viruses. No, it didn't get viruses because it was the smaller end of the scale. People didn't use it to get viruses. They were using the other one that was the mass market. But now that Apple is more popular, and there's
Apple has viruses
codes and more viruses because it was convenient. That's the selling point of Apple. Why am I spending an extra $2,000 on a computer? Well, it doesn't get viruses. Well, that's convenient. Doesn't get, so I don't have to, right? That's exactly it. I used to sell computers. That's what it was. They're like, I don't know if I should spend the $2,500 on that MacBook Pro. Well, you get less viruses. Oh, well, that's convenient.
It's convenient to whatever's convenient.
That's right.
That's what it is.
Why do you think a toaster is also a warmer? Because it's convenient. Otherwise, you have to have two appliances on your counter, one to warm things and one to toast things. But if I get the air fryer, it's got 7 different settings in there. It's more convenient. Ta-da! That's the selling point. Convenience. But I don't use the other 6 things. I only use the toasting feature. But it's there if you want to use it. It's convenient. Windows Defender is really good compared to old Windows versions. A
lot of people are jumping off Windows, man. When Linux comes out with their they're supposed to come out with their safe boot tutorial or something about teaching people about Linux. It's like, a lot of people are going to be jumping over to Linux, man. It's going to be interesting. I think Microsoft's stranglehold is over.
I mean, Linux is still what, 4%, 2% of the market.
Yeah, but it's not.
Small.
Yes, but it's climbing exponentially because major carriers are not installing Microsoft programs on their hardware to sell anymore. They're installing Linux. The switchover is becoming exponentially faster. That's what I'm saying. The stranglehold on PCs for Microsoft is
the global market for Linux right now is 3%, 3 to 5%.
I get it.
reaching record high of over 5% in the U.S. in the mid-2025s, while desktop shares of small Linux dominates other sectors, powering 100% of the top 500 supercomputers and over 63% of the servers.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's been 3% forever, but in 2025 it went from 3 to 5. Is what I'm saying is momentum starting to build. People are starting to understand how Linux works.
Linux based on mobile, Android Linux base holds 72% of the market. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Growth of Linux desktop share has grown 2.76% in 2022, 4% in 2025. Market roughly 70% of growth over the last 3 years. Yeah, more people doing it.
We're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. The next couple of years are gonna be interesting. All right. I can't wait for the AI thing just to stop the bullshit. This whole super chip thing. Every fucking state's fighting against data centers. Every state. Nobody wants to pay for it. No one wants to pay for the water. No one's tired of hearing all this shit, dude.
Elon's opening one. He's not making anyone pay. He's paying.
That's fine. If you're the one paying, it's fine.
Yeah. He's doing a whole data center.
They want to drop a building down. It sucks all the water in the area, and they want you to pay for it. Like, no, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah. Oh, you'll pay for it in some way, shape, or form. They'll get it. All right, chat. Generation X Gaming, a weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories of the past week, and we rant along the way. Episode 488 is in the can. We do appreciate you very much for coming out, hanging out with us each and every single week. We will be live tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in the morning for another extra daily grind episode on Friday. We'll go over whatever random stuff. I don't have an actual show planned. You guys wanted extra stream, so we'll talk about whatever you guys bring up. We'll probably watch that one video of War Dogs because I like what the guy had to say in the later half of the interview. Other than that, daily grinds on Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. Give it a like, give it a sub. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5, and you can check out our music that we have on the on Spotify. It's Perk Up, Press Play, Daily Grind Volume 1 and 2, and a bunch of single albums out there as well. Appreciate it very much. You guys have a great rest of your day, evening, or night, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Game on, guys. Do something nice for your mother.
Retro meets the now and here. Gaming tales you need to hear. Laugh and shout and sometimes sneer. Memories from all those years. Console wars and secret tips. Tips and tricks from pixel trips.